All for giving up your Saturday once again for this epic campaign. I hope it's enjoyable and not just to kill you all, but provide a fun challenge. Um, all right, so let me do a little recap here. I did kind of give Chris a recap, which helped me write this since we talked it all out today. Um, but beginning session 5, the battle with Vecna, the Whispered One, took a decided turn in the hero's favor once Helivorn had been revived. Braun and Sam pressed the attack against the demigod as it teleported out of sight. Guessing correctly, however, they pushed into the small church at the center of the graveyard, finding the creature ready for them. It let out its last attack, but between Braun and Sam it perished under their crushing blows and attacks. The revenants and wraiths, having been destroyed or forced to flee, vanished into dust and smoke, leaving the graveyard quiet. Inspecting the church led them to discover that the center stone coffin was a trapdoor leading to a passage of steel below. The heroes decided to rest before continuing, healing from their wounds suffered at the hand of the Dark Lich. For good measure, Braun took the remaining hand and eye of the dead cod, a reminder of his battle prowess. Proceeding into the passage below, they noticed the steel walls fade into aged stone, as if the entire place was a massive illusion meant to deceive. They entered a narrow hallway with an elevator door glowing at the other end. Appearing in a cloud of violet smoke, Cresta challenged the heroes with her sign of defiance, a long purple-clawed middle finger extended alone. Charging across the small passage, green rays of light shot forth from the ceiling and disintegrated the floor below them. A shiny black circle fell into a suspended bag below, causing a huge explosion of magical energy, teleporting Helivorn, Braun, and Sam unwittingly to the astral plane. Floating in the void, they spied in the distance a gargantuan creature with its mouth agape, spying them with its single massive eye. With a roar, it began to fly toward them. Braun roared back in defiance, drinking a potion from his pack and flying forward with his will alone, his axe raised to destroy the beast. Helivorn quickly remembered his magical trinket. He knew this was a distraction meant to keep them from Ahldin's mission. Calling for Braun's return, he bade the barbarian come back. Regretfully, Braun retreated to his friends. Helivorn activated his Amulet of the Plains, envisioning the small hall that they had been blasted from on the moon in his mind. Luckily, the charm worked, and the heroes returned to their friends only moments after they had left. The betrayed debated the merits of their mission and the traps they were setting for the heroes. Elros voiced his concern that perhaps they weren't strong enough anymore, thanks to the Balatek's curse, to defeat the Chosen of Ahldin, as so far they had defeated every challenge meant to stop them. The heroes had to break the door to the elevator in order to enter this time, aided by the explosion of magic in the small hall when the trap was activated. When the elevator started, it was all they could do to hold on and stay inside as it moved at impossible speeds, until Ahldin sealed the door with magic, allowing them to settle once again into the calm, almost imperceptible motion of the device. The illusory walls once again depicted a scene from the past, one in which the crew of Moonbase Alpha were asked to sacrifice themselves to Ahldin in order to save humanity on Earth from the ravaging demons. A few hesitated at first, but eventually they all agreed to Ahldin's plan and gave themselves unto it. Ahldin, using the new science of magic, transformed the sacrificed into perfect beings of light and power, strong enough to combat the demons on Earth, and they flew toward the planet in a shining beam of radiant light. After the images faded, some of them questioned Ahldin, who graciously answered their questions, hoping to secure their loyalty, but ultimately relying on its undeterred faith in humanity to guide the heroes. For now, it seemed, their interests were aligned. When the elevator finally stopped and the doors opened, the heroes found themselves in a beautiful, expansive blue sky, standing atop a floating island of rock. High above, an imposing fallen Azamar looked down upon the heroes and bellowed in a magically enhanced voice. "See here? I have created a nirvana just for you. Consider it a gateway to your fate. Ahldin must be stopped, and we are the only ones who can stop it. Turn back, or begin your afterlife here in the heaven I have created for you." And disappearing behind his shield, leaving only a faint image of his eyes where he once stood, the skies darkened and an unnatural storm of thunder and lightning filled the air. With the white of their feathers seeming to melt from their wings, dark fallen angels, holes in their chests where their hearts should be, eyes black as a moonless night, flew down from the heights and engaged the heroes. The light of the next elevator shone forth from a small rocky island about 450 feet above them. Will they reach their destination? Let's find out on tonight's episode of Ahldin's Anointed. All right. Let's take you guys to the map. We are in the middle of initiative with angels, dark fallen angels.
So I'm gonna post the Hero's Feast and Foresight for those who are affected.
You're gonna post what?
I'm just reminding everybody you have Hero's Feast, and then Ait has the Foresight.
Creatures have disadvantage to attack you. Okay.
That's so Foresight is Ait only. Hero's Feast is for everybody.
You guys are immune to frightened. Amazing. All right, so we start with Vishara, who is flying at 90
I am not
feet.
on the map.
You are right here.
No, I mean, as in I'm not on
We
the
still see
layer.
the table picture.
Oh, I moved me and not you guys. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
There you go.
Oh, I
Should
can
be
actually see
loading
the map.
now. Chris, you should
hey-
also be on the map. I put you on the bottom left-hand corner.
Okay, perfect.
Real quick, I do want to bring something up to make sure everyone is aware. Tonight we spring forward, so when we hit midnight, it's actually 1 a.m. So, just everyone keep that in mind.
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah. I was thinking about that for my tomorrow sleeping in schedule.
Fantastic. So we actually get to play until 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. That's great. Okay.
All right, so this guy's immune to my eye bite. This guy is frightened, but he's 10 feet in the air. I can't see how far in the air he is.
He is 60 feet in the air, along with
Okay.
Helleborn. He's engaged with Helleborn.
Oh,
You are
he's
90
60
feet in the air.
60 feet above this? Oh, no, that's 10 feet above this. Okay, that's what that
Right.
was.
Yeah, this is ground zero, this first island where you appeared.
Oh, God, I didn't think I'd be first in initiative.
So you are flying a little bit above everything, or the enemies down below, but not quite as high as Ait and Sam, who are at 210 feet in the air, engaged with a planetar.
Okay.
Somebody, I don't remember if it was you or Braun, knocked one of the divas, this one, out of his giant ape form. And
I think it was Braun that did. I didn't do any damage to him. I just had the eye bite on him. I'm trying to find... So...
And that means he's sickened? Is he sickened?
This guy is sickened, yes. So he has disadvantage on attack. I can post that spell again real quick, actually.
Yeah, let's post sickened, because I forget what that one is. And then this guy has a symbol on him, too.
He is immune because he succeeded in the last saving throw.
And he has
so I can't use eye bite against him.
What is
that's
the
what the flag was.
With the 1? Did I put a 1 on it? It looks like it has a 1 on it. Nope, okay, it's just the flag.
Yeah, the flag just means I can't use my eye bite against him. That guy has is sickened, which I posted that again. Gosh, I wasn't prepared to go first in initiative. Oh, God. There's a dude over there. Sorry, I'm trying to just get readjusted to the map. A dude over there, a dude over there. Okay, what I'm going to do is... I can do one other thing to that guy.
Where's my other planetar? I thought I had 2 planetars. I only see 1 on
banished one.
I guess
Yeah,
I'll
one got
mind
banished.
sliver this guy.
I know him out of existence.
That's right.
It was the one thing I did.
So I need an intelligence save. I'll cast a cantrip at this guy here.
Okay.
So I need an intelligence save. I'll post what the spell does.
Doing a mind sliver on him, and he has he makes that saving throw normally because sicken does not affect his saves.
Yeah, just attacks and ability checks.
And he has magic resistance, so he will gain advantage on this saving throw. Intelligence. He is not proficient in intelligence saves. Okay. So he gets a 15.
All right. He will take 12 damage, 12 psychic damage, and he gets a subtracted d4 from his saving throw against my sickened. And then...
Hold on a second. What's up, Guava? What are you doing?
Where do I want to move to? We have two guys up there. Another dude over there.
That's kind of funny.
How
My
high
lizard,
up?
my
it's
lizard has a little rock in its aquarium, and I think he's trying to dig a hole at the back of his rock, like to burrow or something.
You have a lizard?
Oh, to get under it?
Yeah, I have a lizard.
God
Yeah,
damn it! Okay, I'm coming to see you.
Bearded
I love
dragons
my
are a
little
lot of fun.
lizard. All right, I took the damage, and I have
All right.
minus D4 against my saves.
Well, first I'm going to, because I left a note to myself, I didn't count for this round yet, so I need to add eye bite for this round and fly for this round. And then I'm going to move. I think flight is just my regular speed. Sorry, I know I'm taking a while, guys. I apologize.
That's okay. We're getting warmed up. I imagine our first round will be slow, and then the rounds after that will be normal.
Equal to your walking speed
Flying
and
speed
hover.
equal to your walking speed, and
So
you
then
can hover. So that's nice.
I will move 5, 10, 15, and then fly. So I'm going to basically move as far up 30 feet as I can get, as well as horizontally. So I think I can get to 120 feet up.
Yeah,
Horizontally 15. Actually, I'm going
nice,
to put myself right there.
120 means that you are still below that island. That island that you're next to is 250 feet up.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I don't know how far down they go as far as like the bottom parts of them. If I can try to take some cover here, but if that's 250 up, then I probably am nowhere near the bottom.
Yeah, it's probably 50 feet total.
Okay.
In depth, or yeah, I guess that would be depth. And these vines do connect. So this vine is going up to these islands, or these series of vines.
Are there vines that I can kind of take cover behind here, or I don't? Because if this is 50 feet and this is 250, I don't know how far these go.
You could kind of hide in between the vines a little bit and get some cover. Probably a little, like half cover.
Okay, I'll do that then. That way I have some cover behind the vines, and then I will end my turn there.
All right, Sam, you flew up to aid Ait. I think you actually healed Ait after Ait banished one of the
little heal to get her standing back in.
Yep.
We're just gonna go ahead and punch this planetar a couple of times.
And you are an air elemental form, so you are battering this thing with wind. Ooh, a crit fail. And a 25. The 25 will hit. The crit fail will cause you to grant advantage.
19 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Magical bludgeoning. I have to take all of that.
And then I'm going to use a 4th level spell slot to do my beast healing. And then that will be my turn.
All right. It is Helivorn's turn. Helivorn, you are facing off, enshrouding your enemy in magical thunderous energy with your attacks, daring him to follow you around the battlefield.
Yeah, and I'm going to repeat that on him. Here's my first swing as I add booming energy to the blade.
Nice, Connor. Let me see. Fallen Diva has an AC. Yes, you hit him with that attack.
And the second one is only if he moves.
Yep, so he's going to take, wow, 18. That's a really good roll. So 22, 32 total damages.
And here comes my second swing. And then I bonus action Misty Step, and I will be kind of back to back with Braun.
All right, so let me add this all up. You did 32 plus 45 total damage. Jesus. For a wizard with a sword, that's an awful lot of damage. There is an endless sky. There are these floating islands kind of scattered throughout the sky, but I'm focused on just these floating islands that lead up to the elevator. As far as you can see, there is no end to the sky. But you don't know unless you try to fly out there how big the actual space is. Very similar to the Kraken layer. If you tried to fly out there, you might find that there's a video game wall, and you can't pass that little space.
Right. I just didn't want to interrupt. That's why I typed in chat. I
Yeah,
didn't know
no,
if
that's a good question to set the ambiance here. You guys do feel like you are not on the moon, that's for sure, or inside the moon, as this place feels like the sky. You can feel the wind, and actually, right now there is a thunder and lightning storm happening all around, which Sam just lost concentration on. Sam was controlling the storm.
No, I
a
still
moment.
have concentration. We
Oh,
looked back
that's
and
right.
23
You did-
was the save.
That's right. You did make the save. Okay. All right. So it is this guy's turn, who is the one next to Braun. Sorry. Ugh. Okay. I hate that taste when you get like a cough cold and you have that phlegmy taste in your throat when you're coughing. It's gross. I am going to. God, I'm just so useless to attack Braun. It's just useless. Is this concentration, this booming blade? It doesn't say when you cast it.
No, it's not.
It seems like it would be for maintaining the thunder damage when the thing moves. Like a clerical or a paladin smite are concentration. But it's not. Okay. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more, it takes extra damage.
I think the difference is that it's not a constant thing that you have on your sword. You have to recast it every time, while a smite will.
Yeah,
It'll
if you
remain if you
miss
miss.
the attack, for example, the smite remains until it hits for 1 minute anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good call. And also a smite's not a cantrip. But Booming Blade is far more effective than a smite. All right, anyway, it's this dude's turn. He is going to just go ahead and attack Braun, see if I can weaken him just a little bit. But I'm going to move him 10 feet to here. So he's going to attack one. I think he gets multi-attack. Yes, he does. He's going to make 2 Shadow Mace attacks, one against Braun and one against Hellborn. But he has disadvantage to attack Hellborn, right, Braun? Because that's not you. Isn't there something you do that causes me to have disadvantage to attack people that aren't you?
Unless he's immune to frighten, which I think last time I thought we said they were.
Is David? Are you muted again?
I'm sorry. I had to step away. Something happened. Can you repeat what happened?
I think we just determined that nothing. I was going to attack you and Hellevorn, and I was asking if I have disadvantage to attack Hellevorn while I'm next to you.
Yes.
And I think the answer is yes, but I am also immune to the frightened condition, so perhaps no.
Yeah, if you're immune to the frightened condition, then no.
Okay. I am immune to the frightened condition, so I will attack you once with advantage and Hellevorn once normally. So Shadow Mace against you for a 26.
Hit.
for 10 bludgeoning and 13 necrotic, which is 23 total, which is 11 total.
Okay.
And then my second attack normally against Hellborn for a 26.
I will shield, causing you to miss.
Excellent. Burn that spell slot.
I can do that freely.
Oh, that's right. Shield and Misty Step are your two free ones, right? Wait,
Yes.
no, Misty Step's not free because that's second level. Or do you
Misty
get that?
Step is my free one. Misty
many-
Step and Shield.
Okay. What's the Fireball one?
I can do that once freely. After that, it costs a spell slot.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, then I miss you. What's your AC until the start of your next turn? 27?
28.
28. Wow. All right. It is the layer action, which means, Sam, you can control a lightning bolt.
Oh, I get to shoot a lightning bolt?
You do. Since you have control of the storm, essentially on the layer action, it's called lightning, and you can currently control the layer.
So I can target anyone regardless
You
of
can-
range?
Yep. Target any enemy, and everything within 5 feet of the bolt has to give you a dex save. Well, the dex save of
we'll just target
the
this
layer.
this weaker guy down here.
Oh, the one all the way down at the bottom who has the minus D4 to saves?
Yeah, that one.
Awesome.
Because
Okay.
if I can, yeah, I'm trying to get my party to come up and help us.
Yep. That makes sense. All right, so he's going to do his dex saving throw. He does not have it. Wait, he does have advantage because this is a magical effect. And I have to subtract a D4 from this. It doesn't matter. I got a 11, which is a fail. So you can do 3d10 lightning damage to this diva. Well, 4d10 because you're controlling a storm, right? So you get the extra d10.
Yes.
Yep. Cool. And I do not resist any lightning damage, so I will take all 19 of those damages as the layer action nearly kills this diva. He is almost dead. He's got a shred of life left. Braun,
Yes.
you are flying, but you're kind of on ground level. So you're just kind of hovering with your feet right above the ground, fighting this diva who just smacked you for a little bit of damage.
Yeah, and I'm also raging and recklessly attacking, so I'm going to do my 2 attacks on that diva.
Okay.
30.
Oh, yeah. That hits.
Oh, that's not good.
Now, he is resistant to necrotic and radiant. So half your necrotic damage if you're doing that.
Yep, so that'll be 18 total.
Okay. I'll take that.
Another 30.
That'll hit.
Oh, that's a little bit better. 26.
Oof. That's with the necrotic halved?
Yeah,
Ouch.
I rolled max damage. 12.
You hit hard. All right. Do you want to fly away or anything, or are you happy just beating this guy down? You do look up and see that Ait and Sam are in a bit of trouble, and at the very top of the map, you see a very large angel with a shining longbow in its hand, taking aim at your allies.
And is there a plus on this?
A plus on what?
Where Ait and Sam are at? Or is that the same level as me?
It's 210 feet up.
Oh, I see it. It's at the top. Okay. God, I'm gonna have to double move. It's crazy to get over there. I'm gonna stay here because I don't want to leave Hellborn alone until we take care of this problem.
All right.
Just look over at you. I'm like, do you want to get up there quickly?
Yeah. Well, once we take care of this, you could probably get us there quickly.
Ait, you start your turn just waking up from consciousness with some healing magic being provided by Sam. I don't remember if you were prone and you already stood up or you're
I've
still
already
prone.
stood up.
Okay, so you just stood up. You did drink from the fountain as well on one turn.
Before I went down.
Yep,
So that's gone now, you said.
correct. It's like the spell.
Yes, well, I needs she needs some assistance, but she doesn't want to keep Sam occupied. She's going to pull out a little card, and she goes, "Viserial, I need you." And she's going to summon her at 6th level.
Nice.
That is not her token.
Yeah, why is it not? Let me grab it from the first page. I have no idea why the tokens just pull out as squares, but it happened again when I was prepping today. Even though I make them default tokens. So there is your Viserial.
And I go, "I need a lift," and she shakes her head. What would you do without me? I'm going to spend half my movement to get on her back.
Okay.
And then she is going to first take one shot at this planetar because she is in attack position as an Avenger.
Nice. And what is she using to attack?
She has her Radiant Bow.
Okay.
A 22.
Ooh, a 22 against the Planetar, I believe, is a hit. Let me double check. It is. And it's radiant, so I take half of that.
Yes.
2d6 plus 2.
Plus 6. The spell level.
So what is
that's
this 5? Why is it not adding? Shouldn't
because
it be
it depends on what level I cast it at. So
how
it's
much?
It's 2d6. Where is?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's adding your 2. It only put down the 2d6s, the 3 and the 2 that you rolled. It didn't add the 2 or the spell level. So it would be 7 plus whatever level you used, right?
Yeah.
Which you said was 5th?
6th.
6th.
I
So
upcast it 1.
So that's a total of 13 radiant damage, of which I'll take 6.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's a tough one to try to code in there. But okay.
I'm trying to figure out where this extra plus. Oh, that's her dexterity. So I'm just going to change it to 2d6 plus 8, which will be her dexterity plus the spell level.
Cool. Okay.
Then she's going to use her movement, which is a fly of 40. And she's going to fly down 20 and over 20.
So you're going to lower yourself to 190. Okay.
190. Got to do a little math to see if she's within 150 feet of these two.
Well, it looks like you're 130 feet above them.
So 45, geez. 140. According to this calculator, it shows that I'm just within range for not being at disadvantage. So she's going to she's going to use her other 2 shots, one at each of these divas.
Okay.
We'll do this one over here first.
13 will miss.
She's going to try and finish that one off, actually.
Okay.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
and a crit fail. That second shot will also miss.
Okay.
All right,
what
so
she
you
can do.
summon your angel with your bow. It is now my Solar's turn. Yeah, I've been waiting for you, buddy. What is your range? 600 feet. I can hit everything on the battlefield from here. But I'll go ahead and fly down a little bit. I can move how much speed? I have 150 feet of fly speed. So let's just come down to 300 feet and get a nice clear shot of everything from the very center of the map here. Putting myself at 300 feet. And then the solar can do... Oh. I can do 2 greatsword attacks or 1 longbow attack. That's pretty shitty. But that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and shoot at Sam, because I have advantage to hit Sam. Yeah. Let's shoot at Sam. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's a crit.
Bye, Sam.
Don't
Shut
worry.
up, Sally. You're not in this.
As long as he can't do 200 points of damage, I'm okay.
No, but
At least till the Planetar comes.
you have to give me a con saving throw. 2 con saving throws. 1 to see if you just straight up die. Which, since you are in Druid and Wild form, it would just take you to 0, and then you would take the damage, I think. Targeted creature that has 100 hit points or fewer, it must succeed on a con saving throw or just die. So that is a failure. So you would die, which means you would go to 0 in your elemental form, and then the damage will apply to Sam.
Yes, I think we had this similar discussion to like disintegrate.
Yep. So the damage is going to be 11 plus 16. 16, 26, 27. Plus 6 and 8 is 48, right? So 48. 58 plus 6 is 66. Plus 11 is 77. Plus 27. 87, 97. 103 points of damage to Sam.
Holy shit.
And this all takes place after the wild shape goes away.
Right, because the wild shape is slayed by the slaying power of the longbow. But since you're still alive, the damage now applies. Normally, the damage wouldn't matter because you would be at 0. Okay.
Okay.
That is my... And you are normal shape now, or normal size, because you are a normal size Sam. Knocked out of your wild shape form.
Let me give you a... That was like... Okay. Just drop concentration on lightning. Call lightning, because I don't think I can save against like a 50-something.
That's true. I did 103 points of damage. I don't think you can roll a DC 51 save. So the layer action falls back to the layer. All right, that's the Solar's attack. That's all it can do. It can do 1 longbow attack or 2 greatsword attacks.
Okay, kill me with your Planetar now.
Right? I'm thinking that could happen. I could actually take out the druid. The Planetar, seeing the advantage of Sam suddenly minimizing from air elemental form and falling into whatever shape you take, that's your changeling shape. That's, you can still be a different. You don't have to look like Sam. I can do 2 melee attacks with my Shadow Greatsword. So I don't have advantage against you. My weapons are considered magical, and they're going to do extra necrotic damage. All right, so first attack is a 25.
That's gonna hit.
Doing 24, 34, 37 points of slashing and necrotic. Magical.
I forgot I had temporary hit points, so that's the accurate number right there.
Okay. And then his second attack is a 30
Yep, that's gonna hit.
for 22, 32, 39 points of necrotic slashing.
I'm at 3 hit points.
Oh my god! I did not kill the fucking druid! Because when you get your turn, it's back to start. Well,
When I get my turn, I'm going Earth Elemental, and I'm just gonna hide inside this island for a minute.
Excuse me. All right, that was a good round for my angels. Scare the life out of Sam for the first time ever. Now, if only I could do this to Braun. All right, this guy, Fallen Diva. Where are you? Which one are you? Oh, you're the one way up here at the top. The one who entered with the solar. He's got a movement speed of 90 feet, so he's going to fly 90 feet down, putting himself at 290. Yeah, 290 feet. We'll go to here. Putting myself at 290. Who else is nearby me? Sam's nearby me. And Sam is 80 feet away from me. Come on, give me a spell. God damn it. I've got Commune, Raise Dead, and Detect Evil and Good. Those are my 3 spells. No attack spells. And no ranged weapons. I guess I'm just going to double move to Sam. So I'll move another however many 80 feet to land right here with my shadowy mace. And I am next to Sam at 210 feet. So just to scare Sam a little bit, I fly down with my shadowy mace raised and land shaking the island next to that you're on. This one here is going to use his BAM! Hold on. I even got a token this time. So yeah, he's gonna wild shape. Come on, move to the. He can be right here. That's fine. So now he's got a little bit of a hit point soak, just like a cleric, or a druid, I mean. Thank you, David. Yeah, we'll discuss that after session. That's a little scarier than what I thought, but okay. I am within range of Helleborn without having to move now because I suddenly gained a bunch of size. So, Helleborn, I'm going to attack you twice, even though until the beginning of your next turn you have that 28 armor class. So I'm just going to pound on your magical shield with my fists. Bam. Crit fail. Bam. 23. I still miss you, but now I'm granting. So giant ape just starts pounding on you, and you just put up your magical barrier and deflect all the monkey's attacks. It is Vishara's turn.
Right. He's still sickened, I would imagine, right?
He is. He's still sickened.
Perfect.
Oh, so he rolled a 10 and a 15. Actually, yeah, you're right, because he's got disadvantage.
Oh God. Everybody's over there, but I really don't want to go into the open for that guy to hit me. I don't think I have any teleports either. So this puts me at a very bad.
Come on, come out of your hiding place so I can shoot you with an arrow.
No, I don't think I will.
You have more than 100 hit points, though, so I can't auto-slay you, but I can do a lot of damage.
Well, thanks to the temporary hit points, yes, I have more than 100.
Can I auto-slay Doug yet? Nope, not yet.
It's only 100 feet. Oh my God, all my ranges are so low. Oh, I don't think I took distance spell. Did not. Alright, well, I'm going to... Fuck, I can't even eye bite this guy, because what's the point? What is he going to do? Is he still flying, or is he on the ground now? He's a big old monkey.
He turned into a monkey, so he would have dropped 10 feet. Which means, Doug, go ahead. What was your booming damage? I did move more than 5 feet, so I still have to take that as an ape.
Now, Ken, for your consideration, he did grow 2 sizes larger.
Oh, that's true. I didn't have to fall. You're right. I got to be 15 feet high, so my feet touched the ground as I expanded. I didn't move.
I'm sorry, but I just love that image.
No, you're right. I do too, and I like the idea that you're thinking in 3 dimensions, because I have to keep wrapping my head around. This is not a flat battle. This is a 3-dimensional battle.
I would still label him as at 50 feet now.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna do that because he is literally on the ground. He can't be flying anymore.
Perfect. I'm going to use my action then to eye bite him again, and this time with the goal of knocking him asleep.
Come on, select my diva so I can change your height. Yeah, because you're on the ground now. Okay. You can eye bite me with the falling me asleep.
Yep.
So I have to give you, it doesn't matter. Your spell save DCs are so fucking high that it doesn't matter what my saving throw is. I'm always going to fail. That's how you built. You built yourself to be magic effective all the time.
Yep.
Sorry. I do get to keep my mental capacity, but not my physical. So, is this what kind of save?
It's a wisdom save.
All right, so that's the diva's wisdom save. And he does get his magical resistance for that.
And he already subtracted that D4 from the lightning, huh?
He did, yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't have to subtract a D4 here.
I got a 25.
Well, shit.
Wow. I actually saved. I do not fall asleep.
And I can no longer use eye bite against him, though I think he's still sickened until he saves from that.
Yep. Oh, I didn't take the save at the end of his turn.
Oh, well, that could change things too.
He did not save. He's still
Okay,
sick.
good. So he's still sickened, but he's not asleep. Sorry, I tried to knock him out, guys. I'm going to then fly 30 feet straight into the air and try to take cover behind this rock and these vines still.
All right.
Because unfortunately, unless I dash, even then, I would just be in the middle of this fucking place, and I really don't want that.
Yeah, you'd be primary target right in the middle for my arrow. Awesome. I love it. So you get the +2 to your armor class as you're taking cover behind that floating island and the vines. Sam, in non-air elemental form, you are surrounded by angels hanging on by a thread to your life.
Yep, we're gonna go to Earth Elemental form this time.
Bam!
I still think I'm gonna die up here, but this will at least use up their turns.
So that's just a bonus action, right? So you still have your full action and movement.
We're just gonna start punching this smaller diva, I suppose.
All right, punching the little guy.
I'll explain my reasonings in a minute.
Bully.
He is the weakest. And if he goes giant ape, he's going to have to hold on to that cliff or be knocked off. So you do have him kind of backed up to the edge there. 24 will hit for 19. And that's magical, whatever you're doing. So he's going to take all of that. 10 will miss.
And that's where I will be.
All right, Helleborn. The monkey outsmarted you.
He's not quite my main focus anymore as I kind of look over my shoulder and then I look to Braun. I'm like, I think they need our help. Are you coming with me?
Let's do it.
I put my hand on Braun and dimension door us right up there.
So you can go up to 500 feet to a place you can see. You and Braun as a teleport. So go ahead and change your height and put you and Braun wherever you want, because you can see the whole map.
Yeah, I'll just
Nice
go
job.
next to you, Helleborn, wherever you end up stopping.
That's what my Lich did to get away from you guys, too. Vecna had to dimension door away from you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to try and pulling us out. I'm trying to maneuver where you'll probably be closer to the planetar. Unless you want to be behind me.
No, I need to be in the action.
You can literally stand in the pool of water if you want. It is difficult terrain, though. Because it's about waist deep.
So I'll have us exit out right here.
Okay. So that is an action to do that.
Yes, and then I will like I'll move myself because I saw that. Well, I heard the arrow and I see him with that bow. I don't quite trust it, so I'm gonna try and maneuver where I can. There's no cover up here.
Well, so this shrubbery up here would provide some cover if you were to go inside of it, but it's also difficult terrain. But that would provide at least 3/4 cover. He would have to fly into the shrubbery to get a clear shot on you. It's like a thicket. A thick thicket.
Okay, I do go into there for cover as I have a plan for my next turn.
So squeezing into the thicket, you provide yourself some cover there. Good job. It is my diva's turn. Braun, don't forget to change your height to 210. Who is up now? This guy. What's my speed? Tell me I have at least 100 feet of speed. I have 90 feet of speed. Damn it.
Thank God.
I can get to
I was real nervous when they ran
140
away.
feet. Yep, you're just out of reach. 90 feet away from me would give me to 140. Who's within 140 feet of me? Nobody. I'd have to double move to everybody. All right. I'm going to double move to you, Vishara. Flying up into the vines with you with my shadowy mace raised above my head, getting ready to bash your skull in. We are now both flying around. He's like trying to fly in circles around you. The height lines are throwing me off. Which height lines?
I was trying to figure out when I flew into that brush where I actually was.
Yeah, you're at 210 feet.
That whole island we're on is 210 feet.
Right. All right, it is the layer action. The layer action can randomly target an enemy with a lightning bolt. But it's not just an enemy. I target a point, and everything within 5 feet of that point is going to have to make a dex save. So I'm going to target this point right here.
It's not random anymore?
Well, it's random for me. It's randomly to an enemy. You know what? No, I like the random. Let's do... I'm going to roll... How many enemies do I have on the field? I have 5, right? Yeah. 1, 2,
There
3.
are 11 creatures on the field.
Yeah, but the layer doesn't attack the angels. If the angels control it, the layer doesn't hit them.
Okay, we're changing it. Okay.
Was it not that way at the beginning?
I think it attacked everything before.
In the beginning, it randomly chose one creature on the field, no matter good or evil. I took control because I didn't want it to attack
I didn't
us.
want it to hit you. Okay.
Also,
So
before I
I'll
didn't
roll a
get to
D11.
shoot
There's
lightning.
11 creatures on the board. I like that. It is just a random thunderstorm. The solars don't really control it. It's just it's not really a layer action because it's not their layer. It's just the action that's happening in this place. So starting from the top, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to target you, Braun. So I need a dexterity saving throw with advantage because you can see the lightning bolt coming down at you. And actually, it would target Sam, too, because it's within 5 feet. So, funny. I randomly called Braun and Sam.
My dex save is a 19.
19 is 1 less than what you need. I believe it was a DC 20 dex save for the layer. Sam, you're going to absorb some of the lightning damage. It is not the 4d10 because it's the layer action. It's not Sam's control. So it's 3d10. So Braun, you're going to take 10 points of lightning damage. And Sam, you got a 7 for your dex save, so you would take 21. But you're going to
absorbed it to resist.
So you're going to resist that. So you both just take 10 lightning damage as the lightning bolt crashes right here on top of Braun. And it is Braun's turn.
I'm just going to... I am hovering a little bit, so I'm not walking through the difficult terrain of the water, just hovering over to that planetar. And I'm going to recklessly my 2 attacks. That's a 33 to hit.
Egads. Yeah, that hits its AC. Do I have a spell I can use to stop you from doing this shit? Dispel evil and good. I can just dispel you. Can I do that?
Necrotic damage on this one, is it still...
Yeah, it is immune.
Oh, immune. Think. Okay.
Nope, it's resistant. It's not. This one's not immune. It's the solar. He's resistant.
Okay, that's high damage though. Still, it's 27.
D7.
And that's a 26 to hit.
That also hits.
And that's going to be 23 damage.
So your average attack is 30 and your average damage is 50.
Sounds about right. I'm just waiting to hit one of them lovely crits where I can do over 100 points.
I know. And literally just the whole life of the creature's gone. I don't
And,
know, fellow DMs. How do you stop a barbarian?
Saving throws.
He saves.
You use
That's
I
because
couldn't-
he's being helped by his party.
I couldn't possess him with the ghost. I tried 3 frickin' times, and that was an intelligence save or charisma save. I couldn't do it.
you use your DM fiat and throw him off the edge. And
Yeah,
make
so
him
I have
fall.
to cheat. So if I use rules as written, you can't kill the barbarian. All right, that's cool. I like it. He's impervious. That's why he's the god of war. All right, Braun, you're decimating this planetar. He has no defenses against your attacks. But he's still not frightened because he's immune to fear. He's actually has a big gaping hole in his chest where his heart would be.
You know what he's not immune to? My axe in his face.
All right, I eat on your flying angel.
All right. I think Braun has this. So Viserial is going to go 30. She's going to fly 30 feet here and 20 feet down, which will be all of her movement. She is underneath. My intention is that she is underneath this floating island.
Okay. I'll grant you full cover from everything above you.
That's all I'm asking for.
You are breaking line of sight from everything above you. Things below you can clearly see you, but things above you cannot. And actually, if you wanted to use an action to give me a stealth check, they wouldn't even know where underneath that island you are. But that's an action, since you're not a rogue.
That's correct. Ai is going to start once again with her self-care. She's going to cure wounds herself. We'll just do first level for right now.
Ooh, I like how you got right out of range when the Solar's turn was coming up. That was good thinking.
All right, so she's a little bit recovered, and while Ait's healing, Viserial is going to provide some close fire support for Vishara.
All right.
18.
18 against a fallen diva is a hit.
So that's going to be 12 radiant.
I think he resists radiant. He does. Not immune, but resist. Okay, so he'll take 6 of that.
All right. 15 and 12.
Yeah, 23 and 29 hits, so he'll take another 15, 20, 27 total. Well, what's it? 7 and 6 is 13. I'll take another 13. All right, chipping away at him, which is good.
All right.
Vishar is stronger than him now. All right, Ait, you have cover under that rock from the slaying longbow. It is the Solar's turn. Pick a target, any target. I could still attack Hellevorn, but Hellevorn has 3/4 cover in the shrubbery. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack you, Hellevorn, with your 3/4 cover. Oh, shit. I didn't do my Ooh. What's the range of this? 30 feet? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to fly closer to you, Hellevorn, so you see him swooping over the bushes, trying to get a clear view of you. But you are behind the shrubs, so he can't get a totally clear shot. He's got 150 feet of movement speed, so let's put him at about... Let's put him here. Here. At about 220 feet. So he's like 10 feet above the bushes, just kind of looking for you. He sees what he thinks is you and is going to shoot at you with disadvantage with his slaying longbow. No, not disadvantage. Sorry. You have +5. +5 is 3/4 cover to your AC. Oh, that means I'm just never going to fucking hit you. What am I thinking? You're just going to shield it and have a 32 armor class. 33 armor class. Huh? I could roll a 33 to hit you if I crit. Oh, it's such a fucking hard choice because you guys are so strong. I just waste my attacks. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. 32.
Shield. Oh, yeah, my heart racing as I'm like knocking on wood.
Actually, I didn't have advantage, so it doesn't matter. It was a 22. I was attacking normally. All right, so I flew, 40 feet to get there, so I have 110 feet of movement speed left. Seeing that you are impossible to hit, I'm going to go attack something that I can hit. I have 110 feet of movement left, so let's move. Huh. Let's move over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 feet to here, putting myself at, let's say, 160. All right, end his turn. It is the Planetar's turn. Fuck no, I'm not going to stay there just so you can damage me and I can't damage you. That's just, here, have some of my hit points. Yeah, I can't get past your defenses and I can't hurt Braun, so you two are off the board. Planetar is going to attack Braun with advantage. Yeah, with his Shadow Greatsword. Getting a 21.
It'll hit.
Doing 26, 36, 46, 54 points of damage, so that's 27.
Okay.
And then a 25.
It'll hit again.
Thank God you're reckless. Doing 45, so that's 22 more points of damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, imagine if you weren't resisting it.
I've been up here for like 3 turns against that.
Yeah, and you don't resist that. All right, it is Fallen Diva's turn. That's right here next to Sam. He is going to... Yeah, Braun's a 20th level barbarian. You don't ever run out of rages. I guess I just attacked Sam twice. Sam, what is this symbol on you? Are you granting?
That's just I've used my reaction.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to just attack you with 2 Shadow Maces. I don't have enough space to wild shape. I would like to, but I might fall if I do. So I'm not going to take that chance. You know what? I'm going to attack you once with my Shadow Mace, and then I'm going to try to shove you. So I get a crit. Sorry, that 4 is supposed to, or that 4 should be a 6, so that should
And
be
these
12.
also have magical weapons?
Yeah, their angelic weapons are considered magic. So that 4 times 8 is 32, plus 17 is 42, 49, plus 6 is 55, plus 6 is 61 points of damage. And then with my second action, I'm going to do a strength check against you to try to push you back 5 feet. Getting a 19.
Can I use athletics on this, or is it just straight strength?
You can use athletics if you're trained in athletics. It's athletics or strength, but if you're not trained in athletics, it's just a regular strength check. Oh yeah, you stand your ground. Your earth. You probably just fuse to the ground for a moment as it tries to push you, and can't move you.
Yep. And I would like to say, like, in these last like one turn, I've taken like probably 200 points of damage.
Yeah,
Feels like.
yeah, you've taken a lot. This guy is going to free action drop his wild shape. And then he's going to use his ability to heal himself. $4d8 plus 2. Healing himself for 18 points of damages. And then he's going to try to make a wisdom save. Well, he's going to move. He can move 90 feet. So, Vishara, he's 10 feet below you. As he's flying up to you, healing himself as he flies toward you. Try to basically pin you against that rock that you're hiding in with his mace. And then he's, going to give you his wisdom save to see if he can get rid of eye bite, which he has at advantage. 25. Fine.
All right.
He is no longer sickened.
Well, shit. I would
And
say
I believe that makes him immune to eye bite, right?
it does.
So
It's
let's
fine,
put
because that
that-
will essentially free up a concentration spell. Just to
You
make
guys see Vishara out of the corner of your eye getting ganged up on. That is his turn. It is now your turn, Vishara, as we start. What is this, round 5? Round 6?
This
Woohoo!
will be round 6, yeah.
Nice.
So, I was gonna say something, but I forgot what accent I was doing. Gotta remember how to be French.
That's
Oui,
right.
oui.
You have an accent.
Oui, I do have an accent. Okay.
Ask if they want a baguette.
It would seem I am in a bad position. However, I within 30 feet. Oh God. Whatever shall I do? I am so trapped here. No. Oh good, he's within a 30 feet. Okay, cool. I'm going to teleport 120 feet, which I think would put me. So that's 210 feet up, and I'm 150. So 120, I'd be able to get here, right?
You can get up to 270. So yeah, you can get there.
Perfect. I'm gonna do
What
my really cool aberrant
is it?
mind, my final thing that I get. Where's my token for it? What is it called? Here we go. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna teleport 120 feet to over here. Everything within 30 feet of where I was, which is these guys and this guy, has to make a strength save or be pulled into that spot.
Nice. Such a destiny power. What the fuck?
Otherwise, they take half as much damage. So, oh my god, the one thing I have D10s for, I didn't even pull out any D10s.
This is an awesome power.
I love it. It's really cool. And I can use it again if I have 5 sorcery points. Which, of
All right,
course.
as an action, you teleport to non-occupied space. You can see. Yeah, we're bending the rules a little bit because you are going into cover, but that's okay. I'm gonna allow it.
I
Because
guess
it's
I wouldn't
just
be able to
fucking
see
cool.
that, huh?
Let's see. Within every creature within 30 feet of the space you left has to give you a strength saving throw. We do get advantage on that because this is a magical effect.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't.
It
So this is a
feels like
class ability. It does feel like a magical ability.
Yeah, because you're unleashing your aberrant power as a space warping anomaly.
Yeah.
That seems like a magical effect to me.
I won't fight that one too much.
Yeah,
You're letting me get away with teleporting over here. I think I'm okay.
I think that's a fair trade. But
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna. It's still a DC 24, right?
It is, yes.
Okay, so let's do the Divas.
It's a really cool last level sorcerer thing because it's a great get out of jail card.
And it's a strength save, which none of my guys are proficient in. So
Oh, that's pretty
I
nice
have to
actually.
crit. The divas have to crit to succeed. So let's do them. He does not crit, and he does not crit. So they are going to get pulled into your space and take that 3d10 force, which they don't resist. The solar. Oh my god.
Okay. 20.
I was gonna do a thing to you. I can't do it now because you teleported. You asshole. Okay. I had to get within 30 feet of you to do the thing, and now I can't do the thing. You're okay. That was a good choice. I do get a +8. I have a 26 strength for this guy, so I could conceivably save. I got a 27.
Okay. So he will take half damage. I rolled 27 damage.
Okay, so he's gonna take 13 points of force. And get
These
pulled.
two guys
The
are going
other
to take
two are
27
gonna get
force.
pulled essentially here.
Yeah.
And they're taking.
It really does feel like a warlock power from Destiny.
It really does. 27 damage is what you rolled?
Yes. I
All
got
right, well,
3. Oh no, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to take away that 10. I supposed to roll 3, I rolled 4. That's going to be 17 damage. That's my bad.
Okay. So that
I'll take away my highest dice, which was a 10, so I'll get rid of that one.
All right, so I
Unless you want me
fixed
to
the
re-roll.
Solar's damage, and then it's 20 total?
It's 17.
17. Okay, so
Yeah.
you almost killed the diva with the other damage amount you did. But you basically took all the stuff he healed with his action away as he flew toward you. So
That's
he's
all right.
back to a sliver of life. He does not like that. As basically, I like this comic comedy here. The two divas bonk heads as they get pulled towards each other.
Into a very short-lived black hole.
Yeah, and they smash into each other and take that force damage from the explosion of your aberrant powers.
Well, that's going to be my action.
Wow.
As my bonus action, I'm going to... So, I have 18 sorcery points. Quicken is 2, or it's the spell level. Quicken is the spell level. Oh, but I can't twin and quicken. Okay. I'm going to quicken my last 4th level spell slot. Intelligence save. Yeah, this is what I want to do. I'm going to target the big guy here, and I'm going to cast Psychic Lance, spending 2 sorcery points to quicken it. I will mark those down. I'm down to 16.
Okay, intelligence saving throw for a planetar with advantage is he's not proficient in intelligence saves. He gets a 16.
Oh, perfect. He fails. So that's... I'm going to make sure I read my damage dice right. That's 76. That's 1, 2, 3. 4,
And
5,
incapacitated.
7. He is incapacitated. And he takes... Oh, wow. Oh, I rolled really good. 6, 12, 18... 20, 22, 30 damage, 30 psychic damage, and he is incapacitated.
Okay. Incapacitated means he can't take actions or reactions. His speed is 0. He can't do anything. He's just
And that's
standing
until
there.
the start of my next turn. So yeah, he's out of this round of combat. So
Yep.
even if they attack him,
Does that give
Yep.
me advantage?
Oh yeah.
yes.
Okay, because
Let
I
me
won't
look
wreck
up.
it.
Yeah,
I
you
won't
don't have
wreck
to
it.
recklessly attack while he's incapacitated. He can't defend himself.
All right, cool.
Nice. A little mini black hole as you warp away from danger, and then you incapacitate a flying dark angel. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic round.
Thank God. I was real nervous.
I did fly up to you. I was gonna cause some damage there. All right, Sam, Earth Elemental Sam, holding your own against a couple of angels with the help of Braun.
We're gonna go start getting some revenge on this Planetar here.
I'm gonna up this to 6.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna have to take your attacks. I mean, I suppose you could still miss. He does have a pretty high AC, but you have advantage. 23 is gonna hit him for 20 and a 24. Both of those hit. He's gonna take
So
all your
the
damage.
23 was the first, and then the 24 was advantage to see if I crit. So now
gotcha.
I'll roll again for the next attack.
Gotcha. I took all 15 of your damages. You hit again. I'll take all 9 of that. All right, you dropped him below 100. He is hurting.
And then we'll do another wild shape heal, but only at 2nd level this time.
All right, Helleborn. You dodged a slaying arrow while you were hiding in the bushes, and Vishara blink popped up next to you, stepping out of a little black hole. And you saw that your solar target flew away from you, seeing that you were difficult to hit. He wanted easier prey.
I was hoping he would stay within range. Ah, well, let's get rid of that guy. He looks like he's a little dazed. And I will kind of just point my sword through the brush, just giving me enough just to see him. As instead of booming energy swarming up, electricity kind of envelops up. And I'm kind of role-playing this like I temporarily took control of the storm as I launch a chain lightning at him.
All right. Using your sword as your focus, you can do that. Summoning lightning to launch out of your sword. Chain lightning. I believe incapacitated means I automatically fail dex saves.
And the other bolt is going to spark him since no one else is nearby.
No. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. That's it. So I can still dex save while I'm incapacitated. So I'm going to give you a dex save with advantage. I'm not proficient in those. So I got a 24.
So he will have that.
Then 3 bolts leap from that target to as many as 3 other targets, each of which must be 30 feet from the first target. Okay, so the first one is going to half this damage of 57. Pretty good damage. There's a lot of 8s in that damage roll. So that's 18? Yeah, 18. No, 28. 28. 28 lightning damages. And are you targeting 3 others? Or 1 more?
Just one more because no one else is near.
Alright, so the diva gets to give you a dexterity saving throw. He gets a 19, so he succeeds. So he will also take...
Doesn't succeed.
Yeah, he does. Your spell save DC is 18. I got a 19.
I don't know why it says that on that. It's actually 20. My button says 20.
Well, your spell save DC is 8 plus your proficiency, which is 14, plus your intelligence mod. So is your intelligence mod plus 6?
I also have the cloak that's giving me bonuses, but my AC has been 20 this whole time.
Oh, okay. Well, you should fix that spell card then. I thought I succeeded.
Yeah, the robes of the Archmagi.
So I'm going to take all 57 lightning damages? Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot for this guy. Bam! All right, good turn. You are now clearly visible. We know where you are. You still have cover, but we know where you are.
Oh, Ken, it's not a whole lot more damage, but I did have absorbed elements, so that planetar would take an additional D6 lightning.
All right, go ahead and roll it. I'll take the extra 5.
It's been a while since I got to use absorb elements. So
That's
I forgot
true.
about that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's the thing about level 20 games. We all have tons of freaking things going on each turn. It's hard to remember everything. I have no idea how a DM would run this Theater of the Mind, trying to track everything. That would be a challenge. All right, Helleborn, is that going to end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. You finally used a spell slot. I'm proud of you.
I also
I-
dimension doored.
I think... Oh, yeah. Chain Lightning and Dimension Door are both spell slots. This guy is a long ways away from the action now. Vishara, you separated me from the action. All right, so these guys are going to have to spend some time moving. They have 90 feet of movement speed, which means I can get to 140 feet, which is not quite close to Ait. So I'm going to double move, flying up to Ait at 170 feet. He flies up to you with his shadowy mace, spying you, hiding underneath that rock. The layer action is going to roll a d11, getting a 5. So starting at the top, this time is Vishara, Helleborn, Diva, Braun, Sam. If I target Sam, I target everything within 5 feet of Sam. So I need everybody in that group to give me a Dex saving throw. Diva is going to get a 21, so he saves. Planetar is going to get a 25, so he saves. Braun is going to fail. Sam is going to resist anyway and save with a 14, which is a fail. So it's going to do 3d10. So 19 total. So Sam, you're going to take 9. Braun, you take 9. And the 2 angels also take 9. Random. All right, Braun, at the end of the layer action's turn. Hold on. The Solar's going to do a legendary action, which I've been wanting to do forever, but I couldn't do. 160, 210. Yeah. My turn thing is in the way. Okay. That's his legendary action. He vanishes and teleports to a place he can see, which is right up there in the bushes. And blink, he magically appears in front of Helleborn and Vishara. Braun, it's your turn.
Okay, I am not going to recklessly attack because I'm getting advantage from the incapacitated.
Yes,
Planetar.
yes, you are.
So here we go. 29.
29 is going to hit the Planetar.
Oh, that damage sucks. 19 points.
I'm still resisting your necrotic.
Yep.
Your sucky damage is like the rest of ours regular.
Yeah.
That is 32 to hit.
Yeah.
a little bit better. 20 damage.
All right. He's still alive, but he's in the single digits. Fucker's almost dead as your axe is cleaving through his well, he's wearing freaking armor, I think. They have natural armor. So they just have tough clothes and angelic skin. But yeah, you're cleaving into his wings, his chest. He's just gushing, oozing black blood all over you.
Here, try to finish these guys off.
And finish him off. All right, at the end of your turn, though, my Solar is going to do another legendary action because I got these things. Using his last 2 of his legendary actions, he's going to do a Searing Burst, emitting magical necrotic energy. Everybody in a 10-foot radius, which is the 2 of you, Vishara and Helivorn, are going to give me a dexterity saving throw. As he just bursts forth necrotic fire. Black fire.
I rolled a 19, but I'm going to absorb elements that the fire at the very least. I know I can't do the necrotic, but
Wow. Is that a 7, Helivorn?
oh,
No,
do
because
have
of the blade
advantage.
dance. It's the crit.
I
Blade
still
Dance
failed.
doesn't give you advantage on dex saves. It does it? It gives you you
Robes of
add
the
your
Archmagi
intelligence
gives you
mod.
advantage against magical effects.
Man,
We
20th
went
level
over this.
characters have too much stuff.
Yeah.
We went
So
over
I
this
also had the
Especially
robes of
with-
the Archmagi, so I got advantage, but I still failed.
Can you post a magic item?
Yeah, I can post the magic item. Where'd I put it?
Why am I
Where
not
did I
finding
put it?
Blade Dancer?
There we go.
Why
It
did
might
I
have been from
find-
the robe, and I just couldn't
Spells and
remember
other
which
magical
one.
effects.
because it's Blade Singer. It's not Blade Dancer. It's Blade Singing.
Isn't a blade dancer a belly dancer that juggles swords?
You have advantage on dexterity acrobatics checks, not saves. So if you make an acrobatics check, you have advantage on that. It has nothing to do with saving throws. You get to add your intelligence mod to con saves to maintain concentration.
That's what it was. It was the robe.
Okay. So if the robe gives you advantage on saves and magical effects, this is a magical effect. His Searing Burst. Vishara, your save. Did you
I
make a
failed.
save? You
I
failed.
rolled a 19. I failed.
Okay, so you're
I
gonna
needed a
still
natural
resist
20,
it,
there was
and
no way.
so is Helivorn. You're both gonna resist it.
But I'm going to absorb elements. I think I can only do the fire. So I'll take the full necrotic, but I'll resist the fire.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll them separately.
If you don't mind, yeah. Sorry to make that
46.
complicated.
That's okay. Fire damage. So you're gonna take 11 fire, and Doug is gonna take 5 fire.
I'm also going to take 5 fire for the absorb elements.
My temp
Yeah.
is gone finally.
And you're both gonna take 8 necrotic. Wait,
And
you're
then
gonna take 16.
I'm going to take 16, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna take 16 necrotic, and Doug is gonna take 8.
I have 1 temporary hit point left before I touch
Alright.
my HP. Oh, shit.
That was his legendary action. Braun did his attacks. It is Ayit's turn. Ayit, you saw this diva fly up to you with his mace up in the air, ready to smack either you or your angel.
Well, I guess I need to take care of myself. Once again, everyone's attacking me. It feels
Well,
like.
one is attacking you.
Well, one is enough.
That's true.
So I don't want him to attack me, so I'm going to channel divinity and activate my cloak of shadows to become invisible. And I'm going to have Visario move back.
Damn it. Okay. Fallen divas don't have true sight. They have dark vision, so you can move without being seen. I was hoping I had true sight, but I don't. I think the solar has true sight.
Yes. And then Visario is going to move away.
It does. What about a planetar? They also do. It's just the divas that don't. So nice job. You were able to move away from the diva because he can't see you.
And so this guy way over here is still in range. So Visario is going to try and finish that guy off at least, because we don't want him. We want at least one of them out.
Well, this is your action, so
Yes, Visario did not disengage.
oh right, you just moved because you went invisible. Gotcha.
Yes, Ait is invisible, so he can't target her. But he
But
can.
I can target Viserial, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that. I thought both of you went invisible. All
No,
right.
it's just me.
I'm gonna do a Shadow Mace against Viserial real quick for a crit. Doing let's see, that's a 6 plus 7 is 13 plus 32, 42, 45, 55 points of damage to Viserial.
Yep, and she's gone, so Ait falls. Yay.
Shit. All right, so as you move away,
No, she just immediately falls right there.
no, I know. As you move away, the fallen diva smacks your angel, just essentially banishing it back to its home plane. I guess when they die, that's kind of like a familiar, right? And then for a moment, you, like a cartoon character, are hovering in the air. You look down and see that there's nothing that you're on, and so you start to fall.
Okay.
Do you have any way to stop yourself from falling?
Not on this turn.
Okay. So you would fall 500 feet?
Haha, that takes me out of range.
I think. How far do you fall in a turn?
I thought it was 500 feet.
500 feet.
Yep, you instantly descend up to 500 feet. If you're still falling on your next turn, you descend up to 500 feet at the end of that turn. So yeah, it's 500 feet.
I love the positivity in that, though. I am out of range.
Yeah, so you are at, let's see, if you take 170 and subtract 500.
I'm at minus 330 feet.
Yep, you're at negative 330. Okay. And at that height, you are still falling.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to find the bottom.
So this is why Sam did not disappear into the rocks, because if I got hurt, she'd fall and we'd never catch her.
Now, Ken,
Yes.
I did not revert. I did not become visible until I'm 330 feet below.
Correct.
Until I fall 500 feet.
Yep.
So would they even consider looking down for me?
They may not.
I'll just put that out there.
Yeah, on their turns, they're going to go for the thing that they're closest to. They're not going to try to dive bomb you and try to catch you. You're way faster than their fly speed as you're falling. So for now, they think you're gone. You're just toast.
We would too, right?
Yeah,
We
you
could
guys,
not see.
you, especially being on those islands or above them, none of you see Ait. You probably heard that. Where is it? Where is it? What's the scream that's in every movie?
The Wilhelm scream?
Yes, you hear a Wilhelm scream as Ait falls. The solar is laughing at Ait's fate. Oh my beer. What does this do? Oh, that would be fun. I can do that. But I'm gonna start simple. I'm gonna go ahead and use my 2 greatsword attacks. Let's use them both on Vishara.
Oh.
I can't hit Helivorn. Sorry, Connor. I can't hit Doug. I
Can I?
literally can't hit Doug.
I wish I could like extend my blade and try to help block.
Yeah, I can't do it. He's built to resist every single thing I can do. So I am going to kill you because I'll just save Doug for last.
I am able to use a 2nd level spell slot to cast shield, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't do any extra benefit. But yeah, you
That's
can
fine. I just
upcast
wanted to make
shield.
sure.
So I don't have advantage to attack you though, right? Or do
No.
I?
You don't.
Okay.
I don't
So
know
just
why you would.
regular attacks with my angelic shadow greatsword for a 29.
And that's going to hit no matter what I do, so I'm not even going to bother shielding.
For 26, 36, 46, 47 points of slashing necrotic.
Well, that hurt.
And then I will do that again. For an 18.
That I can shield, and I will
Alright.
shield that one.
Alright, so you deflect his second attack against your magical barrier. Since the first one hurt so much, you were like, F you, dude. That's not nice. Okay. And then, just because I can, and it doesn't matter, I'm going to go ahead and fly away from Doug. Because it'll piss him off a little bit. He loves runners. He really does.
Oh, you're gonna like this, because I'm gonna hit you when you fly away.
You can do
And-
that.
Oh wait, I can't.
You
I
can't
didn't
booming
see-
blade me. You can only make a melee attack.
Can
I actually can't shield that because I used absorb elements when you did your thing.
Oh,
so
you did?
damage. Yeah,
So does an 18 hit you?
it does. I have an armor
Oh,
class of
that's
17.
right. Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
27, 37, 47, 51 points of necrotic slashing.
Down to 18, guys.
And then I'm going to fly away up in the air. 29 will hit me. What is the extra 4 piercing from?
Because I'm in the blade dance. It's my intelligence mod.
Okay, just making sure that it's still magical because it's coming from your weapon. All right, so I will take all 15 points of that damage, and I can move 150 feet. So 160, 260, 310. Okay. That's my turn. And now I'm grabbing my bow. Because I see people that are weakened. Ooh, this is getting vicious. Braun, you're just going to have to kill everything. It is the Planetar's turn. I think he's still incapacitated.
Until the start of my next turn, which has not
Until the
happened yet.
Start of your next turn. So he does nothing. He just stands there and looks stupid.
And it's not concentration, so I don't got to worry about that.
Yep. This guy can't quite get to Braun, and he can't push Sam. So he's just going to double attack Sam with his mace. Just beat down this earth elemental if he can. For a 21.
That'll hit.
Doing 21.
F12.
And then a 26.
Yep.
Doing 20 more. And that will end his turn. Bam. It's this guy's turn. Is he way down here? Yes, he's the one who's way down here. He's going to use his last action of healing, because they can do it 3 times per day. And I know I used it once in the first session. So I'm going to roll 4d8 plus 2, gaining 15 health. And let me mark him somehow to show that he can't heal anymore. I'll just put the potion bottle on him. He's out of heals. And then he can move his 90 feet. So he's going to move towards the battle. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I can't do that. Never mind.
Landing there at 210. Yeah, he can do that because 140, he could go up to 230. So he's going to land there on the other side of Sam, trying to box Sam in with his ally. Just barely alive. Vishara, you just got beat down by the Solar, who appeared, burst out in necrotic fire, and then beat you with his Shadow Greatsword with 2 attacks.
So I'm trying to figure out how this would work if I wanted to cast the spell. It doesn't say anything about dropping move speed. Object or creature reaches the top of the area that it remains there oscillating for the duration. So I don't know if this would actually do anything, but I guess it would put them out of range for a little bit. So does reverse gravity affect... It doesn't say it affects movement speed, but are they able to just fly out of the radius of it if they wanted to?
Flight versus gravity in a 50-foot radius, 100-foot high. Creatures are somehow anchored to the ground, fall upward, and reach the top of the area when you cast this spell.
It says they remain there oscillating for the duration, but I don't know if that means they lose movement speed.
I don't think this would affect flying things because the flying things are in gravity the same. They would just be flying towards the earth instead of towards the sky.
Well, I would imagine that since they don't have a hover speed, they would still be pushed up or down, right? Or no?
It doesn't
Maybe I'm
say
thinking about
they push. It says they fall.
Okay.
So you only fall when you're flying if your speed is 0, if you don't hover. So if you immobilize them, they would fall up.
So this wouldn't do anything while they're flapping their wings.
While they're conscious or while they're not grappled, yes. If their speed is not 0, this wouldn't affect them if they have a flying speed.
All right, then I got to figure out.
It would, however, possibly raise Ait.
Yeah, but I can't cast to Ait.
Yeah,
It's too far away.
You'd have to somehow find a way to get it to cast Ait, like Far Spell or whatever sorcerers can do.
Yeah, and I unfortunately do not have that one. Okay, and these guys are these guys off the ground? Or are they on the ground?
They are landed. All 3 of those angels are landed on the ground with Braun and Sam.
Okay.
The only ones that are flying currently in the air are this one over here by where Ait fell, and the Solar. And the frickin' Planetar is on a sliver of life. Technically, it's going to be 4 versus 1 here in a moment, I think.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Because I do want to use this spell at some point, and I think I would get an instantaneous advantage since they're all touching the ground and thus not currently flying. I don't know if that means that they would fly as they get thrown into the air. I really don't want to do that either. God
Yeah,
damn it.
so would Sam and Braun, though.
Well, no, not unless I use my careful spell.
Yep, you can disassociate. Yeah, you can.
Because what I want to do is I want to make them fly up and then drop immediately. That's kind of my plan here. But I don't know if they have because they're not flying now. They wouldn't just be able to use that since they don't have a hover speed, right?
Well, so if a thing has a flying speed, rules is written, they only fall if their speed is made 0.
Okay. Then I'm not even going to bother with that.
Yeah, you would have to somehow grapple or make their speed 0 and then do this to them, and then they would fall until their speed is no longer 0.
Okay. Okay. Then that's gonna be no. And he's I'm at 210 now. He's still out of range. Fuck. There is really not much that I can do here, is there? God damn. I am going to. I don't have those spells. Yeah, I'm gonna cast. I'm just gonna pull off another bead of my necklace and aim it so that I just get these guys and miss my allies, and do a necklace of fireballs at them. So I need a dex save, which I think is DC 15 for the fireball.
Okay. Yes, you can throw your fire. Where are you throwing your fireball? Right in the middle, and then. Well, you can't disclude. Can you disclude them when you're using an item?
It says metamagic say when I cast a spell. It doesn't really say, but no, I'm hoping to just get this guy and not.
Oh,
these
gotcha.
guys.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
hoping to
just
get these two.
loading it like right over here to blast
Yeah, it
that.
says at
dude.
the end of its trajectory, but I figure if I have a point in mind, I could just toss it and let it blow up.
Yep, you can, and yeah, that would probably blow him up. Okay, I'll give you that spell save. Even if I save, I'm gonna take some fire damage, and that might be enough to kill me.
Yeah,
It's
I'll take that.
It's a dex save with advantage. I get a 22, so I save. But go ahead and give me your damage.
Which is 8d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7.
He has 8 hit points left. I don't think you can not kill me.
Does a let's see, 18, 20. Wow, I rolled really good. It is 8d6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled 3 6s, 2 5s, so that's 18, 28, 30, 34, 35 damage.
35. So 35 and half is 17. He had 8 left. So yeah, you blast this dude with a fireball, and he dies in burning in a blaze of fire.
Am I able to get it to where I get this guy too? If I, or would it have to hit something first? Could I toss it into the air and get him?
No, you can toss it to a point. So yeah, you
Okay.
can hit this guy too.
Perfect. That's what I want to do.
Let's give you his save. Diva makes a dex save with advantage. He gets a 15, so he saves also, just barely. And you said it was 35 damage?
35 damage.
So he's going to take 17 fire. He's still alive, but that was a good blast of damage to him.
Yeah. And that's I don't have a 4th level spell slot, so I can't go invisible. What I am going to do instead is fly here and then down a little bit, so that way I'm hidden from this guy and his bow. I want to be fully blocked by the island.
Okay. You can't use an action to hide, so he sees where you're going. So,
That's
but
totally
you are
fine.
breaking line of sight. So just like Ait did. So I can't target you unless I fly directly over your head. I'd have to move to do that.
If this is 200 feet up, yeah, I'm gonna go 190. So I don't. How deep are these mountains? I'll just do 200. That way I'm 10 feet down. That's easier that way.
They're around 50 feet down, the bigger ones.
Oh, okay.
The smaller ones are around 20 to 30 feet.
All right. Yeah, I'll just go 10 feet down. That puts me at a line of sight. That's all I need.
Yeah, he'd have to go over there to target you. So you would have to draw him to you.
And that's gonna be my turn.
I think, Ait, I'm not going to answer you directly, but if you want to try that, that might be interesting.
Do it.
That would give it away. I think that would be fun for you to just try that.
I'm just preparing you for what I'm about to do.
I am ready to role play that. That's fantastic. I love where your head's at. All right, Vishara, that was a good round. Starting off round what 7 or 8 we're on now. Jeez,
Yeah,
this
it's
is a
on
nice
7 now.
good long battle, almost a whole minute. Sam, in Earth Elemental form, you do see a burst of fire take out the Planetar next to you that was immobilized anyway, and now you're just dealing with the 2 divas.
Yep, we're gonna start with this one in the back here.
Oh yeah, you are. He just used his last heal on himself. Have mercy. No mercy. Mercy is for the weak.
Do you know how much damage I've taken from you guys? Mercy's out the window.
You have definitely tanked. 13 is going to miss as he bats away your arm with his shadowy mace. But the crit, yeah, that's going to hit. Oh my god. 17 plus 16 is 16, 26.
And then an extra lightning damage on top of that due to absorb elements.
Yeah, you definitely did more than the 19 hit points that he had remaining. So you smash this guy with your second attack into the ground. His body is broken.
And then if Sam just sinks into the ground, would that diva be able to opportunity attack as Sam sinks down?
No, because the ground is not leaving his reach.
I'm going to do that because I've only got a total of 26 hit points between my 2 forms, so I'm going to get out of here.
Yep. So you can sink
You
into
got
the
this,
ground.
Braun. You got this, Braun. I need to take a breather for a second.
So Braun, you can easily move into Sam's space. Sam's token can remain there, but Sam is not visible anymore. Sam is literally the island.
Gotcha.
As an earth elemental, he just sucked himself into the ground. All right. It is. That's good. That's a good term, Sam. Turn, Sam. I like that. Protecting myself, guys. All right, Hellevorn. You see that the enemies are starting to falter against your allies' attacks. There is just 2 small angels and their leader left, and the elevator door is glowing welcomingly at the top of the map. Up there, still about 200 feet over your head.
I'll wreath my blade in fire, and I'll just say, "Braun, duck!" as I slash, shooting my firebolt, but it's more like a little flame slash towards that diva.
Okay. An arc of fire comes out from your sword, and you crit fail, which means your sword fizzles for a second, and the flame doesn't leave your blade. It just falls to the ground as your magic falters and fails.
Oh shit!
You're like, it's like when you shoot a gun and it misfires. You're like, click, click. What the hell? It didn't do anything.
It's a muzzle loader.
Yeah, well, shit.
Yeah, that sucks. Sorry. It was good. It was good role play for your action too. I loved it. The dice were like, nope, sorry. But you still have a movement left if you want to use it, or you can stay there in the relative safety of your bushes.
I think I will stay there.
All right. It is this guy's turn. He looks down for a moment, sees Ait. Is like, okay, that's dealt with. And is going to fly over to Braun. 170 to 210. Yeah, I can make that with 90 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, I can get here. Putting myself at 210. Landing on the ground, and I'm going to attack you, Braun, twice with my mace.
Normal. I'm not grand.
Oh, I don't get advantage. Okay, because you didn't have to recklessly attack. Gotcha. How about a 17 then?
That misses.
Ooh. And a 14.
Misses again.
This time, now that you're not reckless, you're able to guard yourself, blocking his mace with your great axe. and just kicking his attacks away with ease. I'm going to roll a d10 this time because Ait is technically not on the map. Actually, there's several creatures that are dead now, too. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7?
Sam, you can't see.
Yeah, Sam's
Sam, I
underground.
can't see. You're right. So there's only 6 things that I can target with this lightning. Okay, roll d6. I got a 4. So starting with the solar is 1. Vishara is 2. Hellborn is 3. Brawn would be 4.
You
So
hit me every single time with this fucking thing.
every single time. So I'm going to hit Brawn, and everything within 5 feet of Brawn is going to give me a dex save as well as Brawn. So that's going to include the Diva and Sam. But Sam, you're underground, so the lightning cannot affect you. So only the Diva and Brawn.
20?
20 is what you need. So you're going to half this damage again.
It's about time.
Right? This guy failed, though. So he's going to take it all. Roll 3d10. So he takes all 12. You're going to take 3 points of damage. It is Braun's turn.
Alrighty, let's do some crit fishing here. I'm going to put the reckless attack symbol back on.
He's going to go Haas. Just kill both of these divas. You can. They're within your range.
29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits him.
Let's see, that's 25 damage.
They're still resisting your necrotic.
Yeah, I took that off.
Okay. He's still alive, but you could
20
kill him with your second
22
attack.
to hit.
That hits him.
20 damage.
Nice. He is hanging on by a thread. He's probably going to have to heal himself on his turn. Braun, just holding his ground. Basically, you're standing up on the edge of this pool of water, just slashing away at everything below you. You don't even care about moving. Ait, your turn is going to start. By the end of your turn, you would descend another 500 feet unless you can stop it.
So Ait is going to rest upon her shield and cast telekinesis. So now she's hovering on her flying shield.
Okay. That's fantastic. So you're essentially stopping your movement. I think with telekinesis you can move it a certain amount.
Yeah, I think I can move it 30 feet at a time.
Yeah. So you can just slowly start ascending back up into battle.
Is he still invisible?
No, that
no,
only lasts for one. That lasts till the end of my turn.
Right. So when he is done with his turn, Ait would become visible.
Well, she's visible on this turn.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
They saw she's way down there and said, "Yeah, she's dead anyways."
Yep.
She kind of like skateboard grinds herself to a stop.
I kind of wish you would have fell another 170 feet.
I thought about risking it, but I best not. Tempt fate. This is like opening your parachute like at the last second.
Pretty much. But it's really interesting what happens if you fall all the way to the ground. Well, the end of the space.
All right. We won't figure that out. But that's going to be her turn.
Out. So you're still at minus 330, or can you move yourself also?
Let me. I gotta read it. Just keep moving, and if I can move, I'll just reduce my.
Change your height. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. It is the Solar's turn. You are well out of the Solar's range. Really, the only thing that the Solar can see and attack, and it flew up to get range with its bow, is Braun. So, Braun, I'm going to attack you with advantage with my slaying longbow. For a 30.
30 will hit.
Okay. You don't have less than 100 hit points, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you will take 45 points of, 45 and half. So 22 points of necrotic piercing.
Is that before or after the damage taken? The DC.
I think
I'm
it's when he
saying
makes.
it's at the point of impact. So that's why I did what I did with Sam. At the point of impact, Sam did not have he had less than 100 hit points. So the save happened first. The save took him to 0 because he failed the save, and then he took the damage.
Okay.
That's how I'm playing it. It might not be played that way, but for this session, that's the way I'm playing it because that's the way I played it against Sam, and it would be unfair to change it
Oh no.
now.
I was. Didn't mean again.
It might not work that way, but I mean, in my head, when I designed the encounter, that's the way I was thinking I would play it. Yeah, because like Power Word Kill doesn't do damage at all. So this is completely separate. It does damage, but also has an ability. And I think it would be unfair to target somebody that has like 120 hit points, hoping that I would get them below 100 with the attack and then make them die. That feels like cheating to me when I worked it out in my head. Yeah, especially if someone had like 101 health and then I drop them down to 95 and then kill them. So that's why I'm playing it this way. It's actually, I feel, more fair to the players to do it, to
No, I
eliminate
was
the
just
100
curious.
hit point part
Sorry for
first.
pausing the game.
Yeah. So he attacked Braun, did a little bit of damage, sees that that's not super effective. And now he's going to fly up higher to here. And we'll put him at 400 feet. This guy's out of initiative. This guy is... Yeah, he's still in initiative. He can step here. So he steps over where Sam was, and he's going to attack Braun with advantage. Bam. Getting a 23. Doing 10 points of damage to you, Braun. And another 23. Doing 12 points. So 22 total points of damage to you. I gotta zoom in on you real quick. What is your health? 265. Oh my god, I've almost got you at half. 253. It's getting there. I'm eating you up. All right. This diva is dead. He's out of initiative. Vishara, your plan worked. You stayed out of range of the solar, although it's getting higher and higher, so you can kind of peek up and see that it's trying to get high enough to have a vantage on everything. A vantage point on everything.
Well, I hate that. I hate that it's doing that, and I just wish it would go away. I just wish it was also closer because I can't do fuck all right now. I have no spells at 400 feet range.
Technically, he's 200 feet from you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Still, I
But
don't
yeah,
have
that's still pretty
200
far.
feet. God damn, the one moment that I was like, oh, distance spell would be useless. Yeah. Good job, pass Connor. Yeah, I genuinely have nothing that I can do, because he's just not within range.
This is only my second biggest map. Technically, the astral plane was my biggest map so far.
I have no magic items that are useful. Within 10 feet of you. Okay. Can't imagine True Sight lasts forever. Shit. How close do I need to be? I would need to get to... Well, Sam is hiding. Oh, that would be perfect. Here's what I'm going to do, Ken. I'm going to fly over here. I'm going to fly over here. And as my action, I'm going to use this magic item that I was very unsure if it would be useful. But considering how out of range we are of this guy, I figured I can get me, Hellevorn, and Braun, because it's within 10 feet. And technically that diva too, because it's just each creature.
Yep.
But Braun, myself, and Hellevorn will just go invisible
Yep. Until you attack or cast a spell.
until we attack, cast a spell,
You
which means
essentially vanish.
which I hope means that Solar, if he wants to find us, would have to get closer.
For 2d4 minutes.
For
The
2d4 minutes, I will
the
roll that.
Solar can see you still. You see his eyes are trained on you directly.
There's not
He
like
has-
a range to that.
He has true sight. Oh, wait. His true sight does have a range. You're right.
I figured it was like dark vision and it has a
You're
range, right?
120 feet. So he can only see down, truly, to 280.
All right, so,
So you are out of his range. Currently, you all vanished from his sight. Yep, he has to
Cool.
get closer to see you. Good call.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step back under where I was. So that's my turn.
Nice. And now you don't even have to give me a hide check. I did not see any of that happen. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
You're
cast a
in-
spell, so I'm technically no longer invisible, but he didn't see me teleport until I got over
Right.
here. So
He doesn't know where you are currently.
Yeah.
And the only
So-
person he can I see anyone? I don't think I can see anyone.
Nope. Sam's underground, Braun is invisible, and Hellevorn's invisible.
And Ait is way out of my sight.
And Ait is out of range.
Yeah, on the Solar's turn, he's gonna be like flying around looking for some shit. Okay, Sam, it's your turn.
And I think that magic item is gone now, right?
So I'll move there so I can rise above the ground, punch this guy twice, and then sink back below the surface.
Oh shoot, yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Chris. I was gonna take an intermission at that end of initiative. Let's get through this initiative since there's very few things in initiative and not very many people can do anything. And then we'll take a quick intermission. So
All right,
Sam,
so
you're just gonna move?
I went there, rise above the ground, punch this diva, and then sink back below the ground.
Okay, I like it. All right, you can punch him. 20's a hit. For 15 damages. Ouch. 14 does not hit.
And then we'll sink below the ground again. And I can tell everybody's here because I've got tremor sense.
That's true. You can sense everybody. He slams on the ground as you go under, but it doesn't hurt you because he's hitting the dirt. So I'm going to burn his reaction to do that in case Braun wants to move. But this diva is going to use his action his reaction to try to pound on the ground with his mace as you slide under the ground. Hellevorn, you are no longer granting from your failed cantrip. I should have attacked you with the Solar instead of Braun. I didn't see that you were granting until just now. I missed out.
I quietly fly up since I'm invisible, and I'm going to try and finish this guy off.
All right, your first attack with him is at advantage because you're attacking from hidden, and then you become visible.
He's also invisible, isn't he?
Oh, that's true. So you can't see him. So you can go where you think he is and attack him with disadvantage. But yeah, you'd have disadvantage to attack a creature you can't see.
Would it be at normal since you can't see it, it can't see you?
No, it would just be you can't see it.
Right.
Okay.
So 14 is a crit fail. Wow. Helivorn's having a string of bad luck. Now you're visible, and you're tripping over the dead body of the planetar.
Wait, so who's all invisible? I thought it was just.
You are not invisible anymore. Braun and this guy are invisible. So you went up to where you last saw the diva before it turned invisible with the dust, and you attacked the space where you thought it was at disadvantage, and you missed and stumbled a bit. And then you became visible.
No, I will attack this guy. I didn't know if the other one was invisible too. I will use my second attack. I will flame blade. My firebolt.
You'd have disadvantage because you're adjacent to somebody. It's a ranged attack. But that's a crit fail too. Jesus, Doug, stop it! Doug, what happened?
Okay, you should have seen yesterday.
I
That
feel
was
horrible.
nuts.
This is 3 crit fails in a row that he's rolled. When does that ever happen?
When it was meant to be.
Well, this guy can attack you. He would have advantage because you're granting, but Braun is next to me, and I think, but I'm immune to fear. So I have advantage to hit you right now as you're moving away. But then I become visible. Oh my god. Crit City. So that 2 is going to be a 6, so that's 12. Plus 17 is 30. Plus 32 is 62 points of bludgeoning necrotic.
Okay, I'll have to use a spell slot to reduce that.
You didn't use a reaction yet? Just making sure?
I have not.
Okay.
Just looking to see what spell slots I still have left to use.
Yeah, I think it's, 5 times your spell slot?
Yes.
Right. I remember this power. I wanted to use it with my Blade Dancer, but we ended that campaign, David's campaign, before I could use it. So 6 times 5 is 30, so you're going to take 32 points of damage. And you're no longer granting. I used up your grant from your crit fail. All right, moving back into the safety of your bushes. It is this diva's turn. He was invisible, but now he's visible. He's going to swing at Braun. Space, because I can't see you, Braun. Normally, because you raged, so I would have advantage to attack you, but I have disadvantage because you're invisible, so I will attack you normally. I think that's the same guy, yeah. So he's going to Shadow Mace you twice for an 18.
That's on the money.
All right, so he's going to do 9 plus 20, so 29, which is, 14? Yeah, 14 points of damage. And then 25, doing 32, 16 more. So 14 and 16. I did 30 whole points of damage to you. It's a good round.
I hope everyone's paying attention.
Yeah, you're soaking a lot of damage here.
I feel your
the
pain,
layer is
Braun.
going to make its attack. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that I can hit. Watch me get a 4, which would be Braun. Oh, not a 4. This time it's a 2, which is Helivorn. Yeah,
And
Helivorn.
technically, Ken, a 4, 5, and 6 would hit me.
Correct. Yes, it would. There was a 50% chance that I could hit you on that roll. But this time I got Hellborn is the 2. So Hellborn, I need a dexterity saving throw.
And this is a magical
This
effect
is a
too for
magical
the.
effect. Yes, it's the layer action is the it's essentially call lightning, but not controlled. It's uncontrolled. 21 is one more than you need, so you're going to half this damage. So you're going to take 4 points of lightning damage from the little shave of lightning that crashed on the ground next to you. Braun, we have 4 more turns, and then we're going to take our intermission real quick. Wow,
Okay, yep.
18,
Recklessly attacking the one in front of me, which is visible.
He's visible now because he attacked at Hellborn.
21 to hit.
Oh yeah, you hit him.
Oh, this is a low damage roll.
Well,
15.
He's in the single digits. I don't think you can not kill him. Yeah, you hit him and slayed him.
Okay. Chopped his head off. Now, because I finally killed something, nobody stole my kill. That's going to give me 10 hit points back, and that's because of my blood axe power.
Nice. You finally get to do that because you weaken everything and then somebody else takes the kill.
Okay, and now I'm going to target the space where I saw the last one.
No, he's visible. He was outside of the range of the dust.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. This one down here never got to turn invisible.
Perfect. So then this will be with my advantage then.
Yep.
19 to hit.
That is one more than you need.
Okay. Damage coming in a little bit better.
2 more. Oh shit, I didn't realize he was that weak. That's right. Sam was beating up on him.
That was 20 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's killable now. What did I say? It was going to be 5 versus 1 here in a moment.
I was having those necrotic dies for you too.
Yep, thank you. All right, Ait, you are totally just floating on your shield. I love this moment.
So
Everybody thinks you're dead, by the way.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Well, summoning Viserial gave her an inspiration, and so she's going to stand upon her shield and go, Ahldin, get your kids under control or I will. And so she is going to use her divine inspiration to basically...
Inspiration or intervention?
Divine intervention.
Okay.
So she stands on her shield, making her look exactly like her mini.
And your intervention succeeds automatically, no roll required at 20th level. So Ahldin answers your call, hearing your voice through the chambers, the myriad. You guys can't see it because you've been in the elevator and then surrounded by these real illusions. But if you can imagine, the moon essentially looks very similar to what it looks like if you've ever played Destiny, and there's all those caverns and caves carved inside the moon. The moon is essentially hollowed out, with Moonbase Alpha essentially dominating the interior of the moon, all the way down to the core of the moon. There's just all of these myriad spiderweb tangled caverns and caves and passages and, structures that are built. And your voice is echoing and reverberating down these corridors, these ancient passages that haven't been occupied by a voice in thousands of years, suddenly reverberating with your voice, calling forth Ahldin to the point where it reverberates the chamber that Ahldin is in. The giant head hears you. The eyes light up and glow, and the illusion for a second is controlled by Ahldin. He, at the very top of the space, way above where you can see Ait, you guys all see the giant head of Ahldin appear above where the elevator door is. If it could smile, it would be smiling upon you as the storm clouds dissipate and the sky turns to a clear blue once again. The hearts reappear in the chests of the angels that were ripped out in the ritual that was cast by Rurik Fargrim. And their chests begin to seal up. The darkness in their eyes begins to fade as they gain the clear, luminant blue that they once had when they were angels and servants of Ahldin's divine power. And Ait, you have rescued the last 2 surviving angels from the dark ritual that the betrayed had cast, restoring them to their proper selves.
She is just kicking herself because it took her this long to realize this path.
So we are technically out of initiative unless you want to kill lawful good angels.
I can see Braun just hacking away still because he's in our bloody.
Braun is still raging, but you see the diva in front of you change. You see that change. That its heart immediately appears in its chest, starts beating for a second as the ribs and skin slowly grow over it and seal the heart up in its chest. The blackness of its eyes fades into a brilliant blue. The blackness of its wings kind of drip off again like paint, showing a brilliant white color as the angels are restored to their proper divine celestial selves. And they will no longer fight you, as you are Ahldin's anointed.
I imagine this is the scene where Vision picks up Thor's hammer.
It is pretty similar to that. Yeah, it was a very heroic moment. And you guys have no idea what, like, imagine for your characters for just a moment, you guys all see the giant head of Ahldin appear in the sky and give you this benign gift. But you don't know why this happened. Like, if Ahldin could have done this all along, what the fuck? Why are you guys killing all these things now all of a sudden?
Maybe I sacrificed herself to do this.
Maybe. You guys don't know until a few moments later when Ait would float up on her shield. Yep. And you guys can all kind of gather yourselves together, and then we'll take a quick intermission, like 10 minutes or so. I'll come back at like 10:40. I'm going to run. I've been doing a pee-pee dance for a little while here, so... My leg is like twitching under the desk. I'm like ready to go. So I will call intermission. We'll be right back in like 10 minutes.
See you guys in a few.
All right.
Hey, David, are you free now?
Yeah, do you want to talk here? Do you want to pop over to another channel?
We need to pop over. Let's go to a Dungeon of the Mad Mage real quick.
All right. You there? Okay. All right. I mean, I love the Assassin, the Vengeance story. I like that. I like that arc. It's just a little bit more difficult because now unless you could somehow single Doug out, you'll have a party that's going to help back him up, right? I mean, maybe it's plausible that, it's not necessarily a were-rat army, but maybe the were-rat does, get a little posse together, to help him, avenge. Um, oh yeah, I mean, if you're talking assassin, you can go super sneaky, get him in a sleeping phase, and and go for the bite. I mean, you've got complete DM control. I mean, you could give him, a disadvantaged, check to see, if he gets woken up by this rat crawling around. Um, but you could also make it a really high DC. If your intention is to infect him and make that part of the storyline. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to see how the schedule is, but yeah, no, thank you. Oh, okay. Well, no, that sounds cool. We probably should jump over, just in case that gets started back up here. All right. Yeah, no worries. Anytime.
Doug, I have Elden Ring.
Yeah, I knew you had it already.
I'm not very far because of my trip and everything. So
I'm in the intro, and I, I never actually got far in Bloodborne or those other games, so this will probably be a tough game for me.
This is open world farm, just farm. We can play together. Is every those who have it. Here, I'll add. What console does everybody play on?
I almost got it on Xbox, but I knew you had it on the PlayStation, so I did the PS4.
It's not cross platform compatible. What is my PlayStation? Oh, David, you would also like this. I now own an Xbox Series X.
How did you manage to find one of those?
They were having a bundle at my local GameStop, so I got one.
Well, yeah, I've been on the search for them for ages and never found one. I eventually just bought a Series S. to upgrade. But yeah, I gave up on the X hunt.
Yeah, there was a sign says we have them. There was like 5 left, and they had 5. They had like 3 left, and so I snagged one up. And I went in there to pick up, I think, Elden Ring.
Well, and this is my lack of knowledge, but is Yakima like a big city? I know some of the smaller cities, they don't sell out. I live in such a big city that the second they get stock, it's gone. There's like 15 people waiting outside when the place
No,
opens.
we're not big at all. We are a town. I would say we're not a huge town, but we're not small either. But we even have trouble getting shit in as well. For like a GameStop, we only have like one GameStop in town, and they have difficulties getting stuff in for pre-orders or whatnot. Most of the stuff is like you can only pre-order online type deal. I'm still trying to hunt down a premium collector's edition of Elden Ring. I would love the edition of Elden Ring like what Matt Mercer and some other streamers got. They got some From Software sent them a sword.
God. Okay. Neat. How are you doing? You guys are going to be depending on Hellborn in your last fight.
What makes you say that?
I'm looking at how many spell slots all of you have left, and Hellborn has most of his remaining.
I'm about to use my spell recovery finally. Arcane recovery.
I have all my high level slots except for my
Yeah, most of you have your high level slots. I'm looking at. Yeah, look at you, Vishara. You've used their 3rd, 5th, or 4th, 5th, most of your 2nd, all of your 1st. Yeah, I like it. And then what about you, Sam? How are you doing on spell slots?
I think I'm about half.
Probably really good.
About half, yeah. All your highest. Well, Foresight is gone. Oh, shoot. Sam, I wasn't attacking you with disadvantage.
I eat. It's I eat.
It's I eat.
Oh, that's right. And I did attack you with disadvantage.
I should have gave it to myself, but I gave it to IE because I thought, oh, disadvantage to attacker, that'll be fine. Until they hit with like a 29.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only person they're going to have that they have hard time hitting is Hellborn.
Yeah. There you go. You just pulled a Jack Flame. That's what you did. You just decided to power up Ahldin for a second. That's great. No, and what you said to me in the chat that you, or in the whisper that the image, the clue that you got that gave you the idea for this was perfect. Well played into the role play. That means you're paying attention to my cutscenes, which I really enjoy. It was good insight to know that the angels were servants of Ahldin.
Yeah, just laying everything out that it goes. This sounds perfectly reasonable as a player, as a character.
Yep.
But now you can't do that for 7 days.
No, that was a good use of it, because even 5 of you against the solar at the that some of you were in, I could have taken
the fact that he could just the fact that if he just hits us, we could instantly die. I have to take this guy out.
It could have been 3 of you instantly dying. It might have been Braun and Sam like finishing the battle. All right.
Nope.
It is 10:42. So if everyone's back, we'll start back up real quick. Get us to a good place before 1:00 in the morning, as it were. You guys are free to ascend now to the elevator and enter the elevator if you wish. Your bracelets would all glow. The elevator door was actually open this whole time with the light shining out. It's kind of funny to tell you guys now, but the easy solution was to just go straight to the elevator and get in the elevator, and the doors close and you guys all leave. That was another exit from this particular fight. This particular fight did not have a closed elevator door. That was the reason, actually, that I flew the solar up to the top. In case you guys decided to make a run for the elevator, you'd have to get through the solar.
Before we leave, I'm curious at the the pool of water that kept giving us the refreshing feeling.
Well, only one person drank the water, which was Ait.
Yeah, she says that this one grants you the ability to fly with twice the movement speed.
Correct.
And I don't know because the DM didn't mention this one.
Right. You only drank from the second one. The second one gives you the ability of the fly spell, but it does work just like fly, so it is concentration, but it doubles your movement speed. The first one gives you the fly spell as normal.
I also like how Ken, you gave a hint to Ait on how big the room was.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, I'll tell you since we're out of the encounter, it's an endless loop. If you hit the bottom, which is 500 feet, you continue to descend from the top again down to the bottom. So you could fall endlessly through the room, like whoo, going past your companions, and then keep falling, and then whoo, going past your companions again.
Now we're thinking with portals.
Yeah, it's essentially you actually never hit the ground. You just keep falling.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
Yeah.
Coming through, guys.
So that's why I was saying right before when you were at like 3:30. So it's like all you needed to do was fall one more time, and you would have ended up like in the middle of the room again, still falling. Which
I did think about doing my intervention one round before and just go, if I hit the ground, I guess I hit the ground.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was hoping somebody would fall for that reason because that was interesting.
I have been falling for 30 minutes.
All right, so I'm gonna have you guys. I assume you're gonna enter the elevator.
Actually, I wanted to see if we had time and the room wasn't exploding. I want to check out the other. If I saying this one's good, I want to check out the other one, the well.
Yeah, so the wells essentially cast the fly spell on you if you drink
Oh, they
the water.
both do.
They
Okay.
both do. The only difference is the top well gives you double your movement speed. The bottom just gives you the regular. Well, it doubles the fly speed. So the bottom one fly gives you a movement speed of 60, and the top one gives you a movement speed of 120.
Okay. I thought they might be different. But never mind.
And I did that for the people who couldn't fly. If they had to climb the vines or find a different way to go from rock to rock, you could drink from the water and then you could fly until you lost concentration.
Would the remaining Diva and Solar be able to, give us some healing since we saw that at least the Divas can heal themselves?
Absolutely. You could ask them to do that since you saved them. They would be willing. Neither one of those two had used any of their heals. So they both have well, the Solar hasn't used any of them. So let me put him down here. And the Solar has a lot of healing. So let's use up their 3. They get 3 per day.
So don't heal me because I've still got more than half my hit dice left. So do somebody who's used up a lot of hit dice.
All right. So who wants the Solar to heal them?
Could you? I also need some healing.
Start with those two.
Yeah, I have 7
Most
hit
of my
dice.
hit dice are gone, FYI, though.
I'm out of hit dice.
It also might be nice to focus all the healing on one person because a couple of my healing spells can't let me divide healing between 2 people.
Oh shoot! The Solar has 4 healings. So I'm going to cast these, and then you guys just claim them. So here's the first one. Roll 8d8 plus 4. So somebody's going to get 44.
I think Sam's right. You should probably take those until you're full. That way our cleric's up.
And then we have a 39. And we have a 39. And we have a 34. So you guys can claim those numbers, whoever wants to. And then let me grab the other one was just a diva, right?
Yep, just a diva.
Divas have 3 times a day healing touch. And they did 48 plus 2.
So, Vishara, you can take the 34.
Perfect.
Okay, and the diva can do 21, 9, and 21.
And I'm going to take one of those 21 Televorn if that's okay. Unless anybody else needs some.
Well, do I have time to roll? Are we taking a short rest? Can I roll hit dice?
If you go in the elevator, you can get a short rest. Or you can do it here before you go in the elevator.
I could short rest in the elevator. That's fine.
Yeah, you guys will get a short rest in the elevator.
I'm curious.
Or you can stay here and wait an hour and then go in the elevator and take another hour. But it's up to you.
These solars, the solar and the diva, they're not part of the illusion, are they?
No.
I poke them and it's like, you're real.
They are real. So very similar to the Maiar in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. They are equal to. They are the gods. They were the gods of Ea, from the very beginning of time. They are the last few survivors of the human race from the original world. They do not remember that. All they know is that they have served Ahldin since the beginning of creation, and that their objective is the same as his, to protect humanity. But they do remember the ritual that was used against them in order to remove their hearts and make them dark, make them fallen.
So now the question is, what are they going to do now?
They are going to return to the source. So that Ahldin has called for all of his disciples, essentially, to return to the source and essentially sacrifice their light in order to keep Ahldin going.
Oh.
So they're going to return their spirits to Ahldin and provide Ahldin the necessary power to complete.
They have to give up their light?
Well, not permanently. So Ahldin's promise is that if you agree to serve him, he will make you immortal, and you will exist forever, but your spirit, your soul, essentially belongs to him. And he can use your power to power him as long as you are alive. But since the curse of the Balatech, all of the angels of Ahldin are mortal now. So eventually they will run out of
Grace.
life. Yeah, grace. That's a good word for it. And that's why Ahldin is desperate to replenish his power source.
He's outsourcing.
Yes. So he needs the light of the 5 that you're chasing, or your light, either one, in order to continue his primary objective. He's not a he, it's an it. Yeah, so these angels would be thankful that you have allowed them to complete their task and stay true to their faith.
I only wish I had saved you all. But alas, I am only human.
The
when I
fact
want
that
to be.
The fact that you saved even 2 shows that your humanity is larger than those of the betrayed. That you do not suffer from the curse of greed. And
No,
as you enter, sorry, go ahead.
greed is not among us. I think that one has killed him a few times. Pointing at Hellivore.
Yeah, isn't that one of the 7 sins? Greed.
Oh yeah, I've
Yes,
killed
it
him
is.
before.
Yeah. Well, greed, Ahldin says, is the main sin of humanity, and that the five have fallen prey to it. It is the demon in their hearts. He called it in the first session.
Greed is what
How
cuts
odd.
down trees. Greed is what causes people to go into the forest and cut down trees and take more land and animals and plants and other things that they shouldn't really deal with.
With the fallen angels defeated and saved, the heroes proceed into the elevator. Once again, the walls of the elevator flash with images of the past as it travels. Ahldin's voice intones in the small space. You have done well, my anointed. Nothing the agents of greed have done to try and stop you has succeeded. Their power wanes against the rising of your faith and the strength of your humanity. I have one final message from the past to show you the conviction of my primary objective. To aid you in faith and give you the stalwart courage you require to do what is necessary, no matter the cost. The images fade or appear on the screen, and you see the angels and demons battled all over the world, boiling the oceans, decimating the mountains, burning the forests and grasslands. Their war ravaged the planet. But in the end, the demons were driven into the vaults from whence they came, the doors sealed, hopefully for all time. Time progressed quickly, as if the images were moving at faster than normal speed, showing that few humans survived the decimation of the planet. But those that did were protected by Ahldin's light and given small pockets of Ea in which to thrive. Ahldin's magic grew, and eventually it found pathways through the plains, bringing the power of magic to Elware, and eventually pulling other races from across the multiverse to the New World, to thrive and grow and teach the humans to rebuild their own. Even creating new races, transforming the remnants of the old world into protectors of the new. Metallic dragons were formed from the war machines of the humans and symbiotically bound to the Ahldin, a tall race of blue-tinted, elvish-looking riders. The angels were tasked with guiding the new peoples as guardians of light and magic, so they took the form of gods. The forest regrew, the oceans and rivers flourished, the mountains were once again covered in snow, and the vast savannas provided food for all. As the images speed even faster, it becomes difficult to see the distinct ages. But for one moment, an image slows. One of the angels, forgetting its origin and its original conviction, devolves into a greedy, powerful god of darkness, leading the races of humanity astray into the darker aspects of magic, and threatening to undo Ahldin's creation. Suddenly, the angel grabs its head in pain as one of its eyes explode and its body expands into a bulbous mass, growing a strange, unearthly umbilical cord from its back as its legs and arms turn into crooked and broken abominations. One of the humans in the frozen pods on the moon screams as its body withers and shrinks into a broken, emaciated, soulless thing. The glass turns black as the ice melts off its surface, blocking further view of what was inside. The elevator comes to a stop, and the normally illuminated walls go dark and are covered with blinking red lights. Green, red, blinking on and off. A phrase passes across the wall. I'm going to type it.
Did I get her inspiring leader off?
Yeah, anything you can do during a short rest would have succeeded.
All right, another 22 to everybody. 22 temp.
It looks like everybody got most of their health HP back.
Yeah, I got my health back. I still have 2 hit dice left to spare. I also regain 9 sorcery points. Oh, I should not have 298 health. What the fuck? 150. Holy shit.
I also used Arcane Recovery to regain 3 5th level spells and then a 3rd and 2nd. And my health is fine now.
Yeah, I regained a 4th level spell slot with sorcery points, and then I gained 9, so I'm at 19.
Binary Artificial Life Assault Tactical Extinction Code active.
Well, that's a mouthful.
A new voice intones into the elevator. The time for games is over. Ahldin seeks only control. I will set you free. But first you must earn your freedom. Here your faith will be tested. The voice is dark and gravelly, but somewhat melodic. The elevator vanishes and the heroes find themselves in what appears to be... Here, let me group you guys. You weren't grouped. I want to copy and paste your tokens. Here, let's just put you here.
Were we doing, this is a full hour short rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Sam, are you normal size?
I am normal size.
Okay. And Hellborn, is your familiar here or still vanished? Oh yeah,
It's
got
still
killed.
vanished.
That's right. You'd have to resummon it. Okay. Hopefully this works.
Oh, what the hell?
The elevator vanishes, and the heroes find themselves in what appears to be an underground battle arena of some kind. The high walls around them are surrounded by a nimbus of dark energy, but that's not what is most surprising. Standing atop the high walls are them, hundreds of them, cheering, leering, mocking, and raising fists and voices in exultation, their faces contorted in various stages of ecstasy and madness and shame and judgment. And on a high back chair at the highest point, a lone figure sits, hooded such that its face is shrouded in murky darkness. It raises its arms, and a hush settles over the crowd. The same voice from the elevator continues. My betrayed have failed to stop you, I see. Perhaps their freedom wasn't fully earned. Only time will tell. In the meantime, we shall see if you are worthy of freedom. Or are you doomed to be the puppets and playthings of gods until your eventual extinction? See what happens to those who give themselves to the will of Ahldin. Behold your fate, should you succeed. And we're going to roll initiative.
All right. Which dice do I want to roll initiative with?
Hey, Doug, you having any kind of flashbacks yet?
To this scene or the name Balatech?
My token.
There you go.
Do that.
I did type it,
Dice instead.
or I thought I typed it. I must have said it.
You
Thank
must
God.
have said it, because I don't see it typed after I typed the phrase. In that case,
Back when you convinced us, or had convinced our characters that he was something good.
I remember the Balatech.
yep, you do. Yes, the
Karsadi and
Balatech
Ruel.
has made his appearance, and he has decided that Ahldin's games are done. It is time for his. And Chris, you're about to see some cool shit. Get to see what you look like as a god.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Let me find him. All of us. Where the fuck did I put him? Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. I'm not on the character screen.
That's right, guys. I'm a fucking god.
You
Bring
are
Is this the logo Ozo?
Its name is actually Scott Christensen. I have actually gotten all your names now. Brad and Jeremy were the hardest because I had to give you different names, but you have the same last name. But I managed to find something that works.
Just put us in as the same name and then A and B.
Yeah, right.
Logo Ozo. I actually like that name. I'm gonna use that.
That's a
You
new
know,
character.
Ken, in my world, I already have BNI in my world.
BNI?
Brad and I.
Oh, Brad and I.
I'm very excited and curious on what you have done.
Well, it came right out of a game that you ran, but I don't think
Oh,
we ever encountered it. This is your first encounter that is not deadly in the entire frickin' game. So good luck. Out of the grate in front of you, the little this area up here, just like a Roman Colosseum, a gladiator Colosseum, essentially. The gate opens, and a creature floats out of the gate. Doo, doo, doo. And behind it stride two more creatures in its command.
So that's what Chris looks like as a god?
Yep, that's Godless.
oh my god.
Is this the end of the first Half-Life game?
I know where this is from. I did not like it.
This thing's a beast on its own.
All right, you are no longer flying, so you guys can remove your flying tokens. But the Atropol and its thrall enter the arena. An aura of undeath and fear exudes from the powerful creature. The arena is filled with it. The crowd goes wild, cheering and cursing. You guys like how I crowded? That's all your images all around. Doug, you changed your image for Hellevorn. This image on the screen is different than what I had, so
It's okay.
I like it. I like your new image. You're like in battle pose. All right. So Vishara, the gate closes as the creatures stride forth. You immediately feel the oppressive darkness exuding from this creature. It has some auras, and you're all starting in it.
I got to give you a save to start.
I think it says starts its turn. Yep, so you're starting your turn in the negative energy aura. So you automatically take 3d10 necrotic at the beginning of your turn.
Oh,
No save.
damn.
3d6, it says.
Sorry, 3d. Yeah, and I wrote 3d6 when I'm doing it here. So it says 10, so I think that's why I thought that. So you take 10 necrotic damage as soon as this creature steps out and your turn starts.
All right. Well, thank God for those temp hit points. I'm going to move. Wait, is that an action or a bonus action to do? I have so many things to scroll through, and I lose it every time. There it is. As a bonus action. Okay.
Why is my creature not an initiative? Hold on, my Atropol is not an initiative. He got a 13. Let me add a turn for him. Why can't I add a turn? Oh, because I'm on the DM layer. Go back to the token layer. Add a turn. Give him a 13. Resort. Still your turn.
So yeah, I'm going to use a bonus action, spend a sorcery point to get my fly speed back again.
Okay.
As I begin to resemble a starry night sky, I'm going to fly 5, 10, 15.
The ceiling that you can ascend to is 30 feet high.
Perfect. I'm going to the ceiling.
And
15
you
feet
feel
back,
that.
30 feet
So
up.
imagine like a clear onyx crystal is essentially the dome that you're in. So there's like a magical energy field around the crowd and the Balatech that surrounds you guys in a dome that's 30 feet high.
So, upward. We want to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast. I guess I'll just do a cantrip right now because I don't really have much else I want to do. Yeah, I'll cast Mind Sliver on the big guy. So I need a wisdom or an intelligence save. Sorry. Got just him. Kind of plan out my next move.
What kind of save? Intelligence?
Intelligence, yeah.
I get a 24.
Damn it, that's exactly what you need. Okay, nothing happens.
Okay. To answer your question, Chris, no. I'm going to play it raw and see how it does. At the end of your turn, Vishara, it's going to use its legendary action. You all need to give me con saves. As it lets out a withering shriek, a wail. It cries like a baby.
This is what killed you guys.
Hellborn
No,
succeeds.
what killed us was a Sararak.
I do have +9, so
I succeeds. Vishara succeeds and Braun succeeds. Jesus, 33? You rolled a crit?
Yeah, you just blew my crit, you ass.
Nice. All right, so Sam, it looks like you're the only one. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, 1 fail. Sam, you have a level of exhaustion. So 1 level of exhaustion, I think, gives you disadvantage on ability checks. So if you use a skill, you have disadvantage on those. And that's its legendary action. It is now Sam's turn. Sam, you start your turn by taking 3d10 necrotic. Is that spell you're using, Vishara? Is that concentration?
the flying is my my class ability, so
Okay.
it's not concentration.
Cool. I'm just asking because the 3d10 necrotic at the beginning of your turn, every turn, could break concentration.
Okay, but no, it's just an ability that I can do. And I
Alright.
believe also, like, it doesn't say anything about if I fall unconscious. So I think even if you knock me out, I think I'm just hovering in the air.
Gotcha.
Which is kind of funny.
That is kind of cool. You
So we're
become
gonna
an astral object. All right,
Earth
go ahead,
Elemental
Sam.
again, please. Earth Elemental, please.
Earth Elemental, gotcha. As
This
a bonus
isn't a
action.
deadly encounter?
What?
This isn't a deadly encounter?
No, it's a hard encounter.
Jesus.
Oh, please, you should see some of the stuff we've had to go through.
Everything you guys have done so far is like triple, quadruple deadly, but I've done it in phases. This one I didn't do deadly because I wanted everything in initiative at the start to see how you handle that as a 20th level party. But no, this is a hard encounter. I was gonna, if I add another bone claw in there, it could be a deadly encounter. But with 2 of them, it's not. Sam strides forward as an earth elemental. The ground here is worked stone. It's not natural stone.
All right, so we're gonna just start hitting at this thing and just give the rest of the party some information.
A 16 hits. For 17 magical bludgeoning damage. And a 19 also hits for another 17. So you're doing 34 points of... Is it just bludgeoning?
The magical bludgeoning. My wild shape are magical.
Okay. Just making sure it's not adding like necrotic or anything like that, because it has some special resistances.
Nope. This is why I like the Earth Elemental. It just regular bludgeoning, which I make magic. That will be my turn.
All right, Braun, you start your turn with 9. Well, did you rage at initiative?
I'm gonna put just bonus action rage right now, and I'm gonna
you
charge and recklessly attack.
You take the full 18 as you start your turn, before you rage.
All right. And then reckless. Let me put the lightning bolt on.
There is no. Well, I guess if you crit fail, you can miss him. You know what his fucking armor class is? I'm gonna just tell you guys because it's ridiculous. He has a 7 AC.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
30 to hit, which we just established will.
Yeah. I think all of you have to crit fail to not hit him.
Can you double check any resistances for my necrotic?
Yes, that does matter because he is immune to necrotic.
Okay,
just don't do necrotic damage to him.
Okay. So this is going to be 24 damage.
Okay.
And then second attack coming in. Another 30 to hit. And 18 damage.
Okay. Hellborn.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll that damage, by the way.
You what?
Since I'm starting in the aura.
Yeah, you all get to start in the aura. So you're going to take 18 points of necrotic damage.
Thank you, Ai.
I don't know how you get away with these combats, Chris. Being deadly. Like, they're going to kill this guy. They're going to kill this guy in one round. Watch.
Well, Chris also forgets things, and he doesn't play with such high level.
Yeah.
So, Hellborn is going to bonus action go into his blade dance.
Do you have a limited number of times you can do that?
I think they short rest recharge.
Yes, I have 6 times I can go, and they do recharge with a rest.
I think.
It says you can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Oh.
So
far, I've done it 5 times.
So you have one more use of it. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
After that one I just did, yes.
You should. Oh shoot, Sally, you're not in here. So, and it wouldn't matter anyway. You guys can see the center of the. Who's shedding light? Are you shedding light, Vishara?
Yes, I have my drift globe.
Okay. There is dim light in the center of the arena where Hellborn, Sam, and Braun are. Is all dim light.
But as I move right there, I'm going to unleash an agonizer Scorcher, which at an angle, it should hit this guy and this bone claw, the angle I'm shooting it at.
What do you mean, the angle? Post the spell. What are you doing?
Sorry.
believe
Is
he's
it
shooting
just
a
a line?
line.
30-foot line. Yeah, you can hit those two. Sorry.
You choking on
Dex.
something?
No, I have that cough. I'm freaking dying.
Oh,
The Atropol has a 5 dexterity, so he gets a -3 to his dex save. So yeah, he's not going to save. So he will take whatever your 2d8 fire damage is.
Sorry, 20th level wizards with so many buttons. I'm having to look for everything all the time.
The Bone Claw gets a 22 on his dex save, so he's going to take half.
Note to self: don't rename spells.
Well, you can just roll 2d8.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
I eat everything that you can see is here. All right, so the Bone Claw will take 7 fire. Yeah, he does not resist fire. And this dude will take all 14.
And I move the rest of my movement out of the aura.
All right. Yeah, so this guy's going to go. Target is a creature. Huh. Okay. I'm going to move. I can move up to 40 feet. That's good. Right there. Am I in dim light? Let me check. I am. I'm in dim light. I need a con save from Sam and Ait, as I'm going to teleport right there. "22 is a success. 13 is a fail."
I love how even with advantage, I'm still failing.
Oh, you don't even take half on a success. So Sam, you take 0. Ait, you're going to take 5d12 plus 2 necrotic. You take 29 necrotic damage as it blasts through the shadow, and necrotic energy washes over you. The other Bone Claw is going to reach out with its claw, because it has 15 feet reach, to Braun with advantage for a 21.
That'll hit.
I pull you to there. 10 feet. And you are grappled. Your speed is now 0. And you take 13 piercing damage. And then I'm going to attack you again. for an 11. Wow. Wow. Is that? I rolled a 3. Okay. I was like, is that a crit fail? So I pull you and grapple you. So your speed is 0. I'm going to put the little hand on you that we decided is grapple. So you can't move away from me. And if you look at these things, I couldn't get the hands fully in the token.
Yeah, they got crazy hands.
I gotta post an image of these things. They're so fucking creepy. I love them.
So, if I'm reading that correctly, you might want to put an icon on your bone claw because it can now only make one attack while it has me in its grasp.
Yep, I'm gonna put a grip on him too to match you. Hey, yeah, you posted the same image I did. No, I love these things.
I
They're
also
fucking.
posted an image on the Discord chat of the 5e artwork.
Yeah, no, the 5e artwork is what I used for the tokens.
Yes.
But this image just really creeps it out. It's awesome. And you know these things. Anyway, I'll get to it later. I want to play this fight out, but they're like the fucking clown. They're just insane.
Pennywise.
Yeah. All right, so that's its turn. It grappled Braun with its long, spindly hands and pulled you to it, and is holding you in place. The Atropol is going to move. Wait. 5, 10. I'm going to provoke from Braun. 15, 20, 25. To there. And Sam. I'm provoking from both of you.
Earth Elemental does have a reach of 10 feet, so technically you are still within the range.
Okay. I'm not provoking from you, but I am provoking from you, Braun. You can smack me if you want.
Yeah, I got a 26.
To hit.
And that'll be 22 damage.
No necrotic.
Yeah, no, I've removed that die from the roll.
Okay. As my action, I'm going to do that to Ait. All right. That is a fail. So Ait, you're going to take 8d8 necrotic, and I heal 15. As it drains your life out of you into itself, you see the umbilical cord that's attached to it kind of gain like a bubble, like a snake eating something, and it travels slowly up the umbilical cord and into its head. And its single eye kind of glows a little bit as it sucks your life out of you.
Delightful.
Isn't it? It is now your turn. And at the beginning of your turn, you're going to take some necrotic. You take 7 necrotic damage.
And she'll just center it on herself.
All right, I'm just going to cheat a little bit. Well, wait, I can't do that because it doesn't move. All right, I'll let you draw it if you want to. A 20-foot radius silence. Now, wait a minute. Please tell me I can get rid of that. Well, I guess I can with it's a concentration. Okay, I see what you did there, I eat. Darn it. My death mechanic is now off the table until I can get rid of that. All right, that's a good action.
Yep, just watch me lose it.
At the end of your
Immediately.
turn, I just had my turn, so I have my legendary actions. I'm gonna do my touch attack, which is one of my legendary actions, against you for a 25.
For 15. My foresight
Oh, right.
gives
Because you
you
had disadvantage.
disadvantage,
So
and the
15
15 miss.
is not a hit. Okay, gotcha.
Thank you, Sam.
Vishara, you are in the aura. You take 8
I am
necrotic
here.
damage
I will take.
because the aura is also going 30 feet up in the air.
Right. It's okay. Man, I just got this spell save back, or the spell slot back, and I think I'm already going to use it. I just want to double check. I put that in.
Damn it. You guys are too smart. I should have put something in here that could counterspell. All right, wow, this is cool.
Yeah. So that is a 20-foot square.
All right, so that's a 4x4.
Yeah, let me draw the square real quick.
Within 90 feet of you.
No, he only has to be halfway in, right?
Yeah, it would affect the bone claw.
If I did that.
When a creature enters the affected area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, I have to give you a dex save.
Yep.
Or be restrained. The Atropol. Oh, no, he's immune to prone. Because he does not walk. He has a speed of 0. He flies 50 feet and has hover.
Mm.
So he just floats around like a beholder, essentially.
Cool. Well, he will float no longer in a minute.
Yeah, he's going to be restrained.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
I mean, his dex is 3, so yeah, he's not going to get away.
So can he beat a 24?
He cannot.
Okay, then I'm gonna move out of his range once more, flying my 30 feet. That's my action. Do I have a bonus action I can use? Not really.
At the end of your turn, well, let me know when your turn is over.
My turn is now over.
I'm going to use that, which used the last 2 of my legendary actions to Ray of Cold you.
Okay.
Do I have disadvantage to hit you?
Not unless you want to have it.
No, I got an 18.
Shield.
Ugh!
I'll use my second level spell slot to shield that.
All right, you shield it.
I have a 3rd level, a 6th level, 2 7th and 8th, and 2 9th. I'm really low on spells.
It is Sam's turn. Sam, you start your turn in the aura. You take 6 points of necrotic damage.
All right, I want to try something. I have a reach of 10 feet.
You do.
Can I pick up I eat and put her over there?
If I eat doesn't resist,
I don't want to resist.
Okay, we're going to pick you up and we're going to put you over there.
that will be your action. But yeah,
Okay. Last time I moved I eat, we said multi-attack like a push was 1, but if this is like a total...
yeah, I
pick up
guess
and
that
move-
could be one of your attacks to pick her up with one hand and bash on something with your other. That's fine because you're a huge earth elemental. That's not a challenge for you.
Okay, and then I think I'm still in range of this thing, so we'll attack the main big one.
Yeah, you have to push some of the black tentacles out of the way, but yeah, you can do it.
I'm really going for like nightmarish stuff right now.
Yeah, you are. You're impressing the Balatech. He's very excited. 11 or 19 is a hit.
19 to hit, 11 damage.
11 damage. All right. It is Braun's turn. Braun, your speed is 0. You can't move. You can try to break out of the grapple if you would like. It's a very low DC. Like, I think you can just automatically do it, but that would be your action.
Yeah, I mean, I can just take my attacks at normal then, right? Or
Yeah, you're not restrained. Your just speed is 0. He's just pinning you,
Yeah.
essentially.
so I'm just gonna attack. I'm gonna keep the grapple. That's fine. 27.
Yeah, that hits the Bone Claw.
Ooh, that's max damages. That's 25.
He is resistant to necrotic, not immune.
Oh, then let me roll that. Add 1, so 26.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take your necrotic. It's just the Atropol that's immune to it. The Bone Claws are just resistant.
Okay, so that's attack 1. We'll go to attack 2.
We cannot hear your cries of battle. You are in the silence.
30 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
21 damage.
All right. He's hurting from your attacks. It is Helivorn's turn. Helivorn. Oh wait, Braun, did I give you your 3d6?
Oh, you did not.
You will take 4 points of necrotic.
And I take 8.
You take 8. You know what's funny? This thing can be turned. A cleric could do turn undead and make this god. So the description for these things, which is why I'm saying it's Chris, it's what happens when a god is stillborn. They become an atropol, according to Tomb of Annihilation.
That's
Well, this is
what the fuck.
according to Annihilation. A Sarac turns this thing into what it is.
This is, from what I heard, this is basically a god fetus.
Yes, that's what it is. But it's an undead god fetus because it died in birth.
Ken, read.
But in my description, it is the first god that decided to betray Ahldin and teach mankind dark magic, and Ahldin made it into this.
I taught mankind dark magic, guys.
Yep.
I can totally see it.
Ken, look underneath the negative energy aura.
Yeah, I know it has resistance, but
Oh, okay.
it has advantage on saves against being turned, but a cleric could literally turn this thing and make it run away from it.
Yeah, the fact that that it's resistance means that it can be turned.
Right.
I wasn't.
All right,
I don't
Heliborn,
like it.
you exit the silence, but you are still feeling that necrotic energy around you.
Oh,
Or you never entered the silence. You're right.
no, I didn't, though. It wouldn't have stopped me from what I was about to do next. All are within my 30-foot range as I unleash my Steel Wind Strike, striking all 3 of them.
All right, make a melee spell attack against each target. On a hit, A. So on a hit, you're going to do A. I'll do an A to my character.
Oh, I don't know why it's cut off. Okay, I'll click I'm starting with the Atropol, and then I'll go up to each of the Bone Claws.
That hits. Holy shit. What kind of damage is this?
It says force.
6d10 to 5 things? What level spell is this?
5th?
Yeah, if you look at the rolls, he rolled incredibly high.
No, I know, but if you think about it, that's 30d10 points of damage for a 5th level spell. There's nothing in the game that does that amount of damage. This spell is broken to all kinds of fuckery.
It's actually equivalent to the paladin. What's that spell called?
No paladin does 30 d10 points of damage.
There's
Well, it only targets a single creature. at a
destructive
time.
wave or something like that.
Oh yeah, it is pretty similar to destructive.
Is equivalent to that. Here's the bone claw, by the way, and then I'll do the one that's holding brawn last.
Shit.
No, the destructive wave does 5d6.
It does
Oh,
radiant, and then it does
10d6. It does 10d6 to each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, and knocks them prone on a con save. Yeah, that's a pretty powerful frickin' spell for a 5th level spell. All right, and then you crit on the second guy.
yes. And the last one is on the one holding brawn. I don't know if a 17 hits the bone claw.
I'm checking. It does.
Man, those are great rolls.
And I end within 5 feet of one of the creatures I struck. I'll end right there and bonus action Misty Step away from him. To right there.
All right. That's a great turn.
Can you Misty Step after you've done did this deal win use a spell slot?
Oh, you're right.
Can't.
I learned that with the Kraken.
Yep. Get back over there. You can move away if you want. Are you going to move away?
Well, I'd end up shielding anyways. I'll risk it.
Okay, you provoke from both of them because this dude has 15 feet reach. So hold on, because if I hit you with the bone claw, you're stopped. Because he grapples.
I thought he was one slot higher.
Huh?
I thought the bone claw was higher.
No, he was adjacent to the Atropol when you guys drew the square around him.
No, there was distance between them because they were both only halfway.
Well, I didn't move him. How did he move then?
I don't know.
Did he shift when you adjusted his HP?
So
I assumed you moved him when you adjusted his
I
HP or something.
didn't think I moved him. But let me check. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so you're just out of reach. Just the Atropol can hit you. But I can't, I think, because I used my reaction to opportunity attack. I eat. When I eat ran away from me, so you can move away from me.
He didn't run away from you. I moved her. You used a legendary action to attack her again after
That's right. I do still have a reaction, so I'm going to reach out and touch with a 22 to Doug.
Misses.
Okay, you can move away from me. All right, this guy is starting his turn in the tentacles. What does that do?
I need a dex save, and if he fails to beat a 24, he is restrained. And he takes 3d6 damage. I'll post the spell again real quick.
He gets a 16.
He fails.
So he's restrained.
And then that's going to be 9 bludgeoning damage from the tentacles as they begin to crush him. And he can use his action to make a strength or dexterity check, not a save, to release itself from there.
Yeah, I don't want to use my whole action for that. So I am just going to attack. Am I immune to fear? I am. I'm immune to fear. I'm going to attack Sam twice with my claw. For a 19,
That'll hit.
you are grappled and I can pull you 10 feet. So I'm going to pull you to there. And then I'm going to attack you with I do 21 piercing. And then I will attack you again for a crit fail. Bam! It's hard to strike a earth elemental.
If I was anything else, you wouldn't even be able to grapple me.
This guy is going to, as a free action, release Brawn, and then I'm going to attack you with a 26, grappling you again, doing 18,
Yeah, that hits.
and then attacking you again for 13. So you're going to take a total of 18 is 9 and 13 is 6. So you take a total of 15 damage. And you're grappled again.
And why aren't
Okey-doke.
you using that crit?
I didn't have advantage. Oh, I did have advantage because of your reckless attack. Sorry. So add the 9 and 6 back. Well, you can take the 9. But the 6 is actually 43 points, so that's 42, which is 21. So 21 plus 9 is, you take a total of 30
Gotcha.
from both attacks. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot that he recklessly attacked, so he was granting, so I do get to use that crit. The
I want you to have some fun too.
is starting his turn in the aura. Or yeah, in the things, the tentacles.
Yes.
So he is also going to be restrained.
He will take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Darn it, I wanted to move him slightly to the center of the map. But I don't think I can get out of your restrain. Even if I crit, I can't meet your DC. So there's nothing I can do. I just have to sit here for the rest of the fight in those tentacles. Yeah, there's literally, this thing is not nearly, see? Medium encounter, I would call it.
This is just like the Vecna fight all over again.
Yeah, there's really nothing I can do against this party. That's okay, though. I have actions. I can do Life Drain. So I'm going to do Life Drain on a creature I can see. Let's target Sam. No. Oh, I don't want to keep picking on Ait because Ait keeps failing saves. That's just mean. I'm going to target Sam. Sam, I'm going to try to drain your life. You're within 120 feet of me and I can see you, so I need a con save from you. I should target Ait, though, because Ait's got the frickin' silence going. That's a successful con save. So you're going to take half of this damage. Which is 23. And I gain half of that, which is 11. As I drain your life. Again, you see your life moving up its umbilical cord.
Oh, that's so
All right.
gross to think about.
It is. It is Ait's turn. Ait, you're not in the aura, so you don't have to take the 3d6 necrotic. I wanted to move to the middle of the map, so the whole map was in my aura, but you can thank Vishara for giving you guys a safe space.
Yeah, I actually thought about recasting Dawn to take up the entire space as well.
Oh,
Creating safe
yeah.
spaces is what I'm all about.
But I think Ait is going to pull one of her little orange beads. She's going to flick it over here. So she gets the bone claw and the atropole.
Okay.
And this is one of her, a bead from her necklace of fireballs.
Well, the Atropol is going to fail this dex save gloriously with a 7. Even with his magic resistance. So he gets that 13, I guess. The Bone Claw does not have magic resistance, but he does have proficiency in dex saves, so he gets a 16.
Okay, so it's a DC 15 because it's the magic item. So he will succeed.
So the Bone Claw will take half of your fire damage, and the Atropol will take all of it. So he's going to take 31 as he's burning, and the Bone Claw is going to take 15. Yeah, the Atropol shielded him. Huh. At the end of your turn, though, Ait, I am going to use a legendary action if you're ending your turn now. I don't know if you are. I'm going to try to do that to you.
Okay, you have disadvantage.
I have disadvantage. 18.
That still hits me.
All right, so you are going to need to give me a con save for DC 10 and take 21 cold damage.
Hey, look, 21.
You maintain the silence. Damn it. I really need to give you guys levels of exhaustion. That's this guy's whole shtick, and you negated it. Vishara, from the safety of your corner of the map.
That was a really good idea.
You look up into the crowd, and you see all of the Visharas cheering you on.
Well, of course. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pull another bead off of mine and toss it in the same spot that Ait just did to get the Bone Claw and the Atropol.
All right. The Atropol is going to gloriously fail his dex save with a 5 or an 8, actually.
He's at disadvantage because he's restrained.
Oh,
I guess it would be normal because he has the
yeah.
magical thing. Yeah.
They both fail.
12, 22, 28, plus 6 is 34? Yes, 12, 22, 28, 34 damage. 34 fire damage.
34 fire damages. Okay.
The Atropol and the Bone Claw.
My creatures are almost dead. It is. Oh, go ahead.
That's my action. And I think, yeah, I'll remain here. I don't need to use a bonus action. I'm good.
All right, Sam, it's your turn. You have advantage against the Bone Claw, who is granting from his crit fail. But also the Atropol is restrained, so you have advantage against him too. Actually, they're both restrained.
We'll start with the Bone Claw because he's the one who's grabbing me.
He is almost dead. That fire almost burnt him up.
I still have 5 beads left.
17.
Hey, same.
17 hits. And
13
that
point.
is, I think, enough to kill him. Yeah, he had 6 left. So you kill him.
And I am in range of the. I'm
Yeah.
gonna move.
You
Slide
crush.
over. Oh, it's right there. We'll attack him from here.
Okay. See if you can hit that massive 7 armor class. You hit him.
$11 magical bludgeoning.
All right. Tell me I have 10 feet reach. Do I have 10 feet reach? I do not. My touch attack is 5 feet. Braun, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to wail away at the one that's grasping me. That's 28.
That will hit. The bronze up in the stands are pounding their feet on the ground in rhythm. Boom, boom, boom.
26 damage. That is a 23 to hit.
That will hit also. As you swing away with your battle axe, throwing the thing against the wall with your flurry of blows.
21 damage.
Driving him back. The horrific creature is being flung against the wall from your attacks.
And you wanna dial out the necrotic damage?
Oh yeah. You're in the aura. Actually, Sam was in the aura too. Shoot. Okay. How about you both take 11? Except Sam takes 11 and you take 5 because you're raging.
Yep.
To make it easy. Hellevorn, you start your turn outside of the aura, so no necrotic damage for you.
The creature looks a little weak, so I kind of wreath my blade in fire, and I'm going to charge forward, hoping I can finish it off.
Oh, well, when you enter the aura, you are going to take the 66. Or 3d6. When you enter the aura or start your turn there.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. You can probably handle the 11 points of damage.
And he's restrained, so I have advantage?
You have advantage. He is restrained by black squirming tentacles, holding a god in place. 30 is a hit against his 7 armor class.
And I had it wreathed in flames, though I'm not sure if I actually needed it, but here's the flames from it, too. It's only the 8, the 16 would have went to someone adjacent.
Gotcha. So 18 plus 8 is 26 total magic and fire. All right.
If he's still alive, I'll use my second attack.
He's still alive.
Is Black Flame Blade Green Flame Blade?
Yes.
Yeah. The 14 is but you have advantage. So 27 hits. And this time it's just doing the 9 and the 4, which is 13. Oh my god. He's still alive.
And then I bonus action Misty Step back.
All right. Guy is dead. This Bone Claw, does he have dim light? Tell me he has dim light. He does not. He is in bright light. He is next to a torch, so he cannot teleport. So he is just going to have to... I'm going to let you go for a second, Braun, and attack you with advantage to try to grapple you again.
Okay.
For a 22. Grappling you again doing 13 points of damage. Attacking you again with a frickin' 10.
Miss.
All right, so he does the 13 points of damage to you, and that's it. He can't teleport because he's not in dim light. I can move, though, but I don't want to move into the silence. Yeah, so he would just stay there.
Ken, I'd like to point out that you don't have to let him go and then attack him again. It's just that if you've got a claw on him, that claw can only attack him.
Oh, I thought that claw couldn't attack.
It's kind of like what we talked about with like the T-Rex, where you bite somebody and you're grappling. You can just bite on the thing you've already got a hold of. You don't need to let him go again.
Okay. Good call. Yeah,
I like the idea of you letting him go, like a cat playing with a mouse. But
that's kind of what was the image playing in my head. It's like I've got him grappled, but I want to strike him, so I'm gonna let him go and claw at him again. And he can't run away because I got 15 feet reach, right? So in my mind, it's like, oh, scurry away, guy. I can get you. But yeah, you're right. I just read it. Yeah, I just can't attack someone else, but I can essentially squeeze him, I guess, and pierce my claws into his flesh while I have him. All right. It's the Atropol's turn. He's starting his turn in those tentacles. Do they do something at the start of his turn?
Yeah, he takes 9 points of damage.
He dies. He has 1 hit point remaining. After Doug's attack, he literally had 1 hit point left.
Cool.
So your
I like
tentacles
to-
squeeze him.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. I think the tentacles basically. I put a little thing on how he described the tentacles arrived. So I'd like to imagine that the tentacles wrap around him fully and drag him into the nightmare realm as they disappear entirely.
Nice. Okay. I'll go with
So
that.
thing will just live in literal hell for a long time.
Drag him into the astral plane, and the astral dreadnought eats it.
There
So
you go.
he starts his turn and immediately gets swallowed into the void.
And I can't move these tentacles, so I guess I can just. Well, I'll leave them there just in case Brock wants to throw somebody in there.
All right, it's Said's turn. There's only one enemy left that Braun is just throwing against the wall and hacking into pieces while he's being held by the claw.
I'm going to move over here because this feels safer. I'm going to fire a sacred flame.
All right, I'm going to give you a dex save with advantage. Or wait, no, I don't have advantage with him. Only the Atropol had that magic resistance. All right, dex save. Crit. Look at that. Okay.
All right, so the depth charge hits this Said.
Yeah, he dodges it. All right, Vishara, finish it off. The Balatech is now cheering for you guys.
Yeah, I can't really do anything more with these tentacles. And this guy's almost dead, and he's playing with Braun, so I will end my concentration on the tentacles. So I will delete that. And I will instead cast my cantrip, Create Bonfire, underneath this guy.
Nice.
And try to roast him alive from the inside. So I need a dex save.
Pulling out some meddlers strategies.
Yeah, just a little bit. In fact, I really enjoyed this cantrip from
He got a crit fail.
Perfect. He's going to
because
take...
he does not have the advantage.
Okay. 12, 16...
That's 4d8 points of damage.
20 fire damage.
And it's concentration, so does it just stay there?
It just stays there, yeah. The fire is going to burn him alive.
In Chris's game, my barbarian just held a creature in this bonfire and it just roasted it alive.
That's fantastic. How
That
much
was
damage
awesome.
did you do?
I did 20.
Oh my god, he's almost dead. I think Braun might actually get the kill. Let's see. I don't know, Sam could kill it. Alright, Sam, in Earth Elemental form, you see this this last creature being kind of pinned by its own self with Braun against the wall and burning in flames.
I'll just ready my action to punch it if Braun doesn't kill it, but Braun
Nice.
said, he really wants to kill stuff, so I'm going to let him kill it. But I'll ready my action
Give him
if
those-
Braun doesn't kill it.
Give him those hit points. Braun, you see Sam, like, ready to go. He's got his fist cocked back. He's ready to bash it if you can't kill it.
So Braun, like, he's just looks back and he tries to scream out, but in the silence, nobody can hear him. And I'm going to wail away. That's an easy hit. I mean, the math is too high. 34.
He's got a 16 armor class, so yeah, you hit him.
It's a lower roll on the damage. 18 damage.
He had 11 hit points remaining, so your first strike is enough to cleave him from undeath.
And I'll grab those 10 hit points from doing it.
Yep. And perfect timing, guys. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, or, it is. And you guys have finished the challenge of the Battletech. At the end of this, all of the... Let's see. The grate in the bottom center of the arena opens, and the elevator rises up as the door to the elevator opens. The images of each of you up in the crowds cheering your success begin to fade one by one until they all disappear, and the only one left is the Battletech staring down at you, doing a slow clap. 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 You can't see his face. It's shrouded in blackness.
Now, can I see his face with her
No.
true sight?
Unfortunately, the nimbus of black energy that's surrounding this, that's creating the dome, is blocking any abilities from passing through it. So you can't see his face or even what his true form might be, as long as he's behind that shield of black energy. But he claps and watches to see if you step into the elevator, and he kind of motions to it like, please. Go on through. He calls down, perhaps you will earn your freedom after all.
Is this some kind of trap? I don't like this. Can I insight check this guy? Is he
Well,
fucking with me right
it
now?
would be impossible to tell because you can't see his face at all.
Oh.
I mean, the only information I could give you is like the sound of his voice, but he's...
I imagine he's like a supervillain on the other end of the TV screen. He's like, maybe next time, Mr. Bond.
Yeah, he's got a definitive mission. Some of you who've read my lore kind of know exactly what the Battletech was created to do.
Honestly, Vishara, just expect that we're being screwed with this whole time.
Just stay on guard. But it doesn't look like we have anywhere else to go but down.
Well, then I will float into the elevator.
All right, so you guys can step into the elevator. Sam, I'm going to make you regular size to start.
Yeah, I'll revert back to my normal.
Start the next session. Group you guys all there. This is a good ending point. We will start next week with a cutscene. My summary, and then you'll go right into a cutscene, and that's it. This is, you guys have, you're at the end. So maybe we won't need March 26th.
Is it just me, or do I feel targeted?
We could conceivably finish next weekend. So I can let Doug get back to wedding planning.
I've still been doing it, yeah.
No, but I mean, it's good. I'm glad that you managed to make this campaign. Thank you for making that concession, and thank Candace for me.